down, Pantheonus. Happy Thursday.
Bust
In here
down,
for another one.
Pantheon.
What's going on, folks?
Well, what is going on, bro? You're watching my favorite YouTuber. I got Marcus. We've got a perfect example of how to drop a trailer coming out of DC. Sitting ovation for the way that they handled it this week. What else happened? There's a little Star Wars news. Little animated wise. We've got
probably the best project that's going to come out of there in the next couple of years, but it's just that,
with Kathleen Kennedy, she has until December 31 until she can say, I won. You see, guys, I'm still here. Yeah, that's the victory that she earned. You know what would be interesting?
Yeah.
If every YouTuber said, oh, she stayed all the way to the 31st. She won. Oh, God, this sucks. She'd feel so happy. And she's like, got what I wanted. Okay, I can leave now.
And then she would bounce.
Uh-huh.
I think the idea of her wanting to go out on like not a cinematic win, but a like internet win, like a pop culture win, is hilarious and is very Kathleen Kennedy. So I could see that.
Then there's also the season 2 Paradise, that big Hulu show that we all liked because like the lead, get this, guys, his skin was well melanated. It was Brian K. Sterling, okay, that dude, right? Well, dark skin. Oh, he's got a family and everything, loves his family, and he like
his wife is alive. His wife is alive.
So look, none of this show themed was like oppression. Like this guy was in this terrible situation because he was black. No, his dad was a pilot. He became a pilot. His problems were my dad has amnesia and forgets things.
You're telling me that you can have trauma with black characters that doesn't lead to everybody dying? Shut up. Get out of here. Get out of town.
This was like a post-apocalyptic type show. It was about survival. It was a big cast, but it just happened to lead with a black guy who was looking for his wife. And he had a loving child who he did what he could to save his child. It was very like, what? No, 2 of them. You're right. There was 2 children in there, a boy and a girl. They can continue the legacy. So it was some good stuff.
Dog, loved Paradise. Really got a good feeling from that show, man. It and it was surprising too, because it is kind of in the middle of this overworked trope of like post-apocalyptic that's going on right now. So you can kind of really get lost in the sauce with that being the driving point of your narrative. But they find a way to stand out, and they find a way to make the story matter because of the characters and not necessarily because of the situation. And that's something that Walking Dead got right. That's something that Last of Us got right in the first season. I don't think Paradise gets nearly enough credit for how well it cultivated an audience that quickly.
It doesn't get enough credit by me because I didn't watch it when it was coming out weekly. I was late to the party.
I didn't either. I went back and binged it. I didn't see it when it was coming out.
Okay. Well,
I haven't seen the Street Fighter trailer yet.
Okay.
Say again.
Oh, I was just gonna read the question. You read it. Wolverine says, "What up?"
No, not yet. But I've seen Supergirl though. We'll definitely talk about that one.
We may have a little bit of a lag, maybe. Anyways, the trailer was meh. What's good, chat? What happening, Marcus, Darius, and Chill? I can't speak for Darius, but we're doing good. I love that. Where's Ray? Where's Ray?
Man, quit playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Rey Mysterio? Yeah, he's gonna be wrestling next week.
Yeah, I say wrong Ray. Only Ray I know is Mysterio.
Not Dominic. No. We know 2 Rays.
Nah.
We know 2 Mysterios.
When he goes on his face run, then maybe. I'm not fond, even though he's a great wrestler. I'm not fond of Dominic the heel.
I said Brian K. Sterling. His name is Sterling K. Brown.
Sterling K. Brown. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my brain didn't.
Flipped it. He flipped it.
Thank you. I'm too fly. Black Panther brother, and he an Invincible. Yeah, he was T'Chaka's brother. Those communities are over-policed.
Mister, is this Darius's burner, or are you stalking? What you got going on? giving out the info. I got my eyes on you.
I like the Mexican girl from Flash movie as Supergirl than this one.
The Mexican girl from the Flash. Is he talking about Supergirl? The
Oh,
Supergirl
Sasha
in the Flash
Calle.
movie?
Yeah.
Where are we starting? I don't want to give too much of my thoughts. We talking wrestling? We talking Supergirl? Where we gonna go first?
Oh shoot. What's up, Tony? And yes, hit them thumbs up.
Tony
Hit them
Robinson.
thumbs up.
No.
Um,
Quasimodo.
I gotta start
Lawrence.
with the wrestling matches because what happens when Darius comes in here with his non-wrestling takes, huh? We're gonna be like, oh no, wait there.
I don't watch wrestling. I have never watched wrestling. I will never watch wrestling.
I think next week we should just show the clip of Cena retiring, the final move that did him in and everything.
Do your thing, man. I am not hype about, not that I'm not hype about Saturday night main event, because there are some things going on that PLE that I'm paying attention to, mainly the Ruler versus the American Nightmare, right? That's the one I really want to see. But I don't like how this final match came together. It was sold as, oh, we're going to elevate the young guys, and they had some NXT guy. They even had a TNA guy on there, but it was like they clearly were there to get squashed. They clearly were there to just be like fodder for the guy that you really wanted there the whole time. So, and that, not that I like it, not that I like that's where it ended up, but if you were going to do that, then why not let that be the story? Like, why not give it some sort of meaning to it and not be so hollow and made for TV? Right? Like this is just kind of thrown together to get eyeballs. I think Javon Evans should have won a round. I think Melo should have run around. Right? Why are these guys in the tournament just to get beat up again? It's the main problem I got with LA Knight. They just need to let him go. They need to let him go to AEW, because like they just want to beat him up every week. And it's like, okay, so eventually we're going to start getting real. You know what it is? It's like Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn had that whole thing where he's like, oh, I'm gonna win the title. I'm gonna win the title, and I'm gonna kill myself winning the title. And then he lost, 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 and then he won the United States Championship, and then he lost that in the Open tournament. Right. So how valuable of a character is Sami Zayn right now? Even though Sami's okay, but how valuable is he? They're not. This is nonsense. It is. It's just nonsense.
Just like you, I'm more interested in the next match, which would be Oba Femi versus the American Nightmare.
Femi!
The Ruler is coming. Change is coming to the main roster. That man should win, but you don't know, man. You know who's booking. You know who's booking.
It's not a title match, so it's not like
it's not.
Okay, so no, I don't think it's a title match, is it?
No, it doesn't say so. Yeah.
No, I think they should. Well, no, because then that would make Cody be a heel. I don't say maybe Cody wins, but he doesn't win straight up. Hey, that could still be a thing. Like you could have Ricky Saints or Trick or
Drew McIntyre.
Whoever.
You can have Drew McIntyre come in and say, I'm gonna hurt you, Cody, because I want a match for the title, and because of interference from Drew, Oba Femi wins. You know what I want? I want 5 minutes of wrestling, and then Oba Femi just pins Cody Rhodes because he's better than him, and we go, all right, well,
Thank you. I want Oba to win straight up. Like I don't want it to be any kind of crowd nonsense.
It's not that you made it so that I could. It's just that, you got this backslide pinning maneuver that got the best of me. So you out wrestled me today. I still had more to go. Like I still get up from the pinfall. Like, what just happened? Damn it. All right. You got me. You were better than me. That's the kind of victory I want. 5 minutes. Oba Femi.
Yeah, I mean, again, what's the point of bringing him up? He's the biggest thing on NXT right now. If you're not main rostering him for good, which they should be, but if you're not, why bring him up here to lose straight to Cody Rhodes? And then I understand the logic of not letting Cody lose either, because I mean that's your champ. You shouldn't be losing to NXTers, but you brought him up.
You didn't know though. You didn't know. Cena did an interview where he was talking. Cena said, "I wanted to make this night about the future, And that's why I said bring a whole bunch of exhibition matches that are not canon. Have all of the young people on the roster against guys who get their reps in. And that's what he wanted the whole night to be. So it was his request to make it this way. Now, I don't think Cena selected exactly who. He said he didn't. But thank you, John Cena, because now Oba Femi versus Cody Rhodes on a high-viewed television program. It's in a full crowd, not NXT, in a full crowd. This is a good experience for him and exposure.
I am grateful for the fact that Obafemi's getting his push and he's getting his opportunity. Still, if the point is to elevate the youth and have them be the stars of the night, then you shouldn't be fighting Gunther.
No, he doesn't book the matches though. That's what he's trying to say. He's trying to say, I never choose my opponent.
Yeah, I get it, but they didn't follow through, right? If that was they didn't follow through, and so what we're left with is an exhibition where really neither one of these guys at this very moment can afford to lose. And then you have John Cena's night. Who's fighting from the women? Who's fighting from the girls?
I thought it was the half black Sol Ruka versus Bailey.
Stop playing with me. Okay. Oh yeah. Sol Ruka and Bailey. Is anybody else fighting?
It should
no tag teams. Kabuki Warriors.
Next match. Yeah, we got TNA's Leon Slater, X Division champion, and Javon Evans against the Raw Tag Champions with AJ.
Random as shit.
Hey, is this going to be the best match of the show? Possibly.
It's just so random, man. Like Javon and Homeboy are not a tag team though. Like they're not a real tag team.
They wrestled together once.
They just threw them together for the sake of this match. You might as well have had him sitting next to Tripp Williams.
They both jump high. I will accept this match. And we got Bailey and Sol Ruka.
They actually planted the seeds for this one a few weeks ago. So kudos for story and planning. Jesus, this might be the only one.
Yeah. So, like, there's an African American in every single match except for the main event.
Hey, can you stop? You cut it the fuck out.
I love that it gets on your nerves, but even though I'm joking and I'm like poking at you,
we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
We're not doing this. Parents. Like, I don't care what the outcome of her skin tone was after birth.
Okay.
If her lineage happens to have, I'd go put up a picture of her dad.
Ew.
All right. It's all fun and games. But yeah, that's our wrestling talk. Saturday night's main event is a must-see event for me, and I think for Marcus also. I'm going to watch the whole card, and I hope like the young guys win every match. And then the main event should be Gunther versus Cena. Just go crazy, have fun. Steel chairs, referee, Undertaker can show up, and you do all of it.
You want to hear the finish for Cody Obafemi? Here it is. Femi smashing him the whole match. I mean, 8.5 minutes of total destruction. Cody doesn't look like he belongs in the ring with Oba, right? Of course, he has a magical comeback, hits a cutter or two. All of a sudden, Mask Man, all black, coming out, hitting with a stomp. Hold on. Only now we're unmasking Montez Ford. Immediate Cody Montez storyline. We can get done with this Drew nonsense. He can move on to someone else or make it a triple threat if you really wanted to. It's Montez Ford's time. It's his. It's been past his time. If I knew he was sitting on the roster that long, just wasting away, I would start watching wrestling a long time ago so I can start this train.
All right. I don't want that not to happen. I'm happy with it. Let's do it. Montez.
Come on,
I
Montez. Agree. We held Pat with the wrestling talk. I thought it was going to zero us out, but people stuck around. We appreciate y'all.
Yes. Thank you all for being here. I'm on another page right now. I should be. Oh, we had a super comment, didn't we?
Sure did. You got it or you want me to do it?
I got it. We got it from I'm to Fly Cam. Supergirl of the Galaxy trailer crushed my hopes.
All right. I mean, that seems like a good place to pick up off the super chat.
Damn, because I really wanted to start with the highs, the happiness. Though this is what we liked about the trailer. But look,
Let's
you
do that.
already hit us with
That's what I
that
mean.
one.
Yeah, let's start talking about
It
what we
was
like about
tainted.
Supergirl.
Your $2 super chat made it so that's lingering. That's always going to be there. I wanted to really.
Yeah, we appreciate the $2. I think that it was a fine trailer. I don't think anything was particularly wrong with it. I even like the short snippet of Lobo. Don't go heavy on Lobo right now. Because I can almost envision what Jason Momoa's Lobo is going to be, and it's going to be Jason Momoa. So like, hold that back, right? Build some intrigue. I like that. That's cool.
Hey yo, you envision what Jason Momoa's Lobo would be?
Hey, chill out, chill out. Anyways, I think there was a few things that kind of triggered my oh shit, this is James Gunn reflex. Soundtrack, jokes, lovable nonsense character. Now, I will say the lovable nonsense character is just a double up from Superman. It's Crypto again, right? Why Crypto needed to be in both of these movies? Your guess is as good as mine, pal. But I think that's kind of like that's the negative cloud over it, if there is one to be seen. I thought it looked good. I thought the visual effects look good. This is not the first teaser that they put out on Superman. They learned from that, right? They got a lot better. I just think if you are kind of on the fence about Gunn and DC, it's about tone. It's about, can he diversify the movies he's putting out? Can it be different from Peacemaker, like in any meaningful way? And this is another example of no. Maybe Clayface will be the one. Hopefully.
Enough of the dog. You guys are anti-dogs.
Yeah.
I don't like dogs are
no.
cool.
I love dogs. I didn't need this dog in all of your movies.
Well, this idea of being at a bus stop on some random planet, could be Earth, we don't really know, is imaginative and something that I would like to see in my superhero fiction. I think the international audience will look high on this. They'll be like, oh, it's a whole nother world, all that stuff. So that's cool. The visuals were visually appealing. If I could freeze it at any point here, it goes exactly to a black screen. Hold on. I could freeze it at any point here, and I could say, oh, look how well lit it is in the bag. Look how smiley she is, and she, you know, her hair and makeup. She's a good looking girl.
She's gonna kill this role. She's gonna kill it.
Even the lasers that are pointing at her are not all one color, right? Like they were really going for something, and it's not James Gunn. It's a whole nother director. I feel a different director. It'll be in a different movie with a different director. No two directors are the same. It'll feel different. I'm not bugging. Like I like this presentation. I also like how little they gave us. Here's Lobo for a quick second.
That's the only clip of him right there. Cigar in mouth.
Very female heavy, and I noticed that, and I'm so thankful I did a live reaction.
For this. Did it? There was a lot of females in there. I didn't even pick that up.
There's not. The only male who spoke was none. There was no males who spoke. So it was I didn't even pick up on it. I think it was for the ladies, and good luck with that marketing strategy. I hope female fans are like digging this and stuff. But
if she's badass, it may just work. Again, my only negative is that I feel like tonally it's right in line with Peacemaker and Superman, and at some point it's beneficial to everybody if you break from it and show another hand. I don't think it's going to just survive on this, right? Like if this is all you have to offer, it will be beautiful to watch on streaming. It'll be great to own it on physical media if we're even still doing that. But like at some point, he's going to need to post like a winner. And like, I think we know by now that your stuff, while it may be popular to some folks, may be enthusiastically supported by some folks, it's not a winner. Like, are we ever going to get like an in-game Civil War type winner from DC Studios, you know?
And this isn't? You think this movie won't? Like, we don't
No,
have enough
fuck no.
information.
Well, yeah, sure. Let's go with that. I don't know yet. If you're asking me today, no. Fuck no.
Okay.
I think this movie, if you asking me right now, this could probably make as much as Superman made. But
It's a
Superman also
superhero
had
movie.
Lex Luthor, it had Hawkgirl, it had Mr. Terrific, it had a Green Lantern in it, right? It had age-old characters. This one has Lobo and Supergirl and Crypto. Don't forget Crypto.
And Superman is in it. The actress said that that was the first scene that she shot with David Corenswet, which also may mean that it's early in the movie and it doesn't like he's not the movie.
Right. Right.
Chill is too hopeful.
Yeah, no, I don't anticipate him having a big role in this one. This feels like her movie for sure.
Fantastic Four damn near flopped on Disney Plus and in theaters.
Ooh.
Who cares?
It was one of the least viewed releases on, I think, within the first week or so on Disney Plus.
But it charted, so it charted.
I don't be the one talking about. I don't be beholden to them shits.
Yeah, you don't.
Nielsen in concept is flawed. People look at it as like representative of all America. That's where we start at.
Where is it? Here it is. No, that's Frankenstein. I thought it charted. I thought it had a movies
This week.
There it is. The Fantastic Four. First Steps had 344 hours, millions of minutes watched. Millions of minutes. 344 millions of minutes watched.
And then Frankenstein had 11. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's Netflix. Netflix has like 3 times their subscribers.
Okay, so let's get somebody who's not Netflix. What the hell is Playdate? The fuck is that? 559.
Yeah,
The Marksman. Freakier Friday beat it?
Yeah, Freakier that was on Disney Plus. Playdate was a movie with Gabriel Iglesias, is that? I can't tell. No, that's Paul Blart.
Oh, that's Kevin James.
Kevin James.
Yeah. What Kevin James? Okay, I might have to watch that. Oh shit.
This is the guy who wanted to be back. He wanted to be Batman.
Alan Richardson. Yeah.
Yeah, you are lagging. You are behind me because you laughed at the joke way later. Try leaving and re-entering.
I'm lagging or you're lagging? Who's lagging?
I'll refresh. How about we both refresh our pages and we'll see what happens?
Okay. Give me a moment.
We'll be back after this short message. Here, go watch this trailer. Hello? Do you hear me? I'm Chillmonger. Hello to Dwayne. Hello to Lawrence. Hello to everyone. I've been saying it for a while. It's too soon for Supergirl. There needs to be at least 2 more films where she cameos first. All right.
Ohio internet connection. Ohio? So damn, all of Ohio got bad internet connection?
The Ohio internet connection.
Yeah, like damn, the whole state.
Uh-huh. It took a second though for you to get in here. Like you guys all probably couldn't see it, but it took a while for like the camera and everything to turn on. I hope it's nothing. Don't worry though. Back to the Supergirl stuff though. So she says that David Cornsweet is in this movie. Superman's in it, as he should. I hope that also the reason why the planet is destroyed has to do with Brainiac or has to do with something for the next movie where Superman is supposed to be in it and Lex Luthor. Maybe Supergirl can be in it. Not Man of Tomorrow, but it's called Superman. We just saw it. I don't know, the next Superman movie, but it's coming out and James Gunn's directing. I really hope we get characters referenced, maybe a couple Green Lanterns because there's a Lanterns show that's like you're in space, right? No, world built. Let me see your lantern. Give me surprises.
They should use all of them dudes, man. I mean, you got them all in there. You got Kyle Chandler. You got Nathan Fillion. You got young up and coming Aaron Pierre. That should be. You could use that as your connective tissue. Like you don't really have a shield, right, or a sword. Use the lanterns as that, right? Like use their missions to keep building out your world. And that feels like the most feasible and the easiest way to do it, especially since you got a show coming out next summer.
With a
I will
lantern chipmunk.
also go ahead.
With a lantern chipmunk.
A lantern chick. Oh, it's going to be one of the lanterns. A fucking chickmunk. I don't have time for this. Why? Doesn't that who now I ain't gonna say nothing else. If you had to attribute that to one person in the studio, like whose taste is that? Who did that? Who did that?
That's the same guy who did Cosmo the Space Dog and Rocket Raccoon and Crypto the Super Dog and the Weasel from the Suicide Squad guy. That would be the animal guy, James Gunn.
Seeing everywhere, chill. Like his taste in his POV is like rubbing off on everybody who's in that office.
I got no problem with that. They're different animals. You know what animals work? Zootopia made a zillion dollars in China.
That's Zootopia, a superhero series.
Made so much money because it was the year of the snake, as Lawrence
is Zootopia
and Zootopia
a superhero movie.
Hear me out. I'm not. You're not even listening to the whole point. You see, that's why you shouldn't cut in. So if there's a Chinese zodiac, which if you adhere to or pander towards the Chinese audience, you can make $200 million in one weekend. All right, cool. I am going to select a marketable animal from that Chinese zodiac corresponding with the year, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure that there's a lantern of that animal in my new Lanterns movie. Or if it's the year of the horse, you make sure that dude rides a horse, or superheroes riding a horse. Batman could ride a horse. That happened in, was it The Dark Knight Rises, the one where he's older. You can do the zodiac, and you're gonna do animals anyways, and you just combine it. Boom. That was your problem, Superman. You didn't make money internationally. Now you're making money in China.
Yeah, I think they want to see a little bit more than fucking chickmunks. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. We are going to have to check out this Street Fighter trailer because they keep talking about it. No, I want to see it.
Let's open that up.
Who's Street Fighter? Who does that? Is that Universal?
Ooh, don't know.
I was about to say they don't be tripping. Universal be cool.
OMG, Street Fighter movie just drop a trailer and it's batsh crazy. That makes me want to see this.
One it's terrible, one it's meh, and then one it's batshit crazy. I think we need to cue it up.
Yes. Street Fighter trailer. 33 minutes ago?
No, it had to be relatively soon because I hadn't seen it all day.
I shouldn't have closed my my tab when I refreshed. Now it went away. Yeah, okay, here's my problem though, because I hate clicking on the wrong thing. I'll show you guys exactly. I'll share my screen. My problem is the channel that posted the trailer, it's Gamers Prey. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a studio. You feel me? So I'm afraid I'm clicking on the wrong one. That's all. That's my problem. Yeah.
You gonna try finding it on Twitter?
I'll just click on it, see what happens. Full screen. Let's go.
Fucking salt. Okay, Roman. Okay, Chun.
There was nothing wrong with that trailer.
Hey man, I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. I'm excited. I'm excited. No talking, like no setup or nothing. All fighting, mostly practical, very little effects. Nick, give me that. Give me this.
What?
Come on.
What?
Come on. Bring that on
He,
here.
he fights in the gym. He fights as a boxer. Well, this guy's outside street fighting in a car. This guy uses claws. How about him in a bar fight? How about them in the ring? This is amazing.
I don't know if Schultz will convince me in this movie. I don't know if he will. But I thought that I would hate seeing him in this movie, and they didn't do much. They didn't show as much. But like I did not immediately vomit when I saw him. So
I
that's a
like
plus.
this maneuver here. It's like a standing, like a delayed vertical suplex, jackhammer 360
Ooh,
to a
that's got to
table.
be 50.
Combination
I
fighting.
like
He
it.
monkey flips him.
For a first, like a teaser for a first trailer. Come on, man. That's decent.
And then it's a video game movie, so they hit you with the "you win." Nothing wrong with that at all. That
I thought it was all right.
that's not false
Never
advertising.
watched or
Movies-
played Street Fighter, and I'm impressed. And they didn't speak. They wasn't over explaining. Doesn't seem like there's gonna be some dumbass super storyline. Hopefully, now we can still falter there, but so far, look all right to me.
That was amazing. I want to see it. 60 just looked like 50. That's a mean joke. What are you talking about? They should have cast Jonathan Majors. Nah, bro. They should not have casted Jonathan Majors in a fighting movie. When his reputation needs to be anything but fighting.
Man, get the fuck, man. I would have loved to see Jonathan Majors on this cast. Maybe not at the expense of Curtis, but I mean, shit, he needed more than Curtis. Curtis wouldn't be hurting if he didn't get it. But yeah, no, I would have loved to see Jonathan Majors in this movie. So you don't ever want to see him in like an action role again. He gonna be shooting everybody up in the Jay Cargill movie.
In True Threat. Yeah, shooting is different than. Now we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, the answer is yes. I don't want to see him immediately into a big fighting movie. Show me your acting chops. Show me as a dad. Show me, doing something else.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a dumbass
storyline. Who said anything about storylines?
Maybe that's why they didn't talk. Maybe that's why they didn't say anything. But I like that part. I'm like the fact that they got right back to the action.
I did too. I forgot what I was gonna say, but I think I'm done with the Street Fighter thing. Moving forward, we've got where are we going? The boys. They had a trailer come out. What did you think about the boys' trailer? Did you see it?
I did.
Season 5 finale.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Stranger Things.
Little bit. It looks like they might have taken a time jump too, because they've got like concentration camp set up, and old girl's in the White House. The last president, she's in the White House now, and a lot of things have kind of changed since the last time we've seen Butcher and crew. Billy Butcher. But I think the only thing that was missing from that trailer was where the VOT kids at. Mainly, where the fuck is Marie Moreau? Where's Marie Moreau? Now, again, if we hiding her, what I don't want to see is they pull her out in the last like 2 episodes as the secret weapon. Like we spent a whole show building her up. You've used characters from the main series to acknowledge that meaning. You've created a whole lore as to how she's intrinsically connected to Homelander. I think it will be a waste to put her to the back burner to finish up another crazy story with Butcher. Although you do got to seal that off, right? You got to finish that up. But like, I don't think that should be the focus of the end of The Boys. The focus of the end of The Boys should be able to make other TV shows, propagate other things that can continue the story. This is ending, right? Butcher's going to be dead. Huey might survive. Fingers crossed. Some people are going to be lost. This is the end. So how do we move forward with the story? Which, they're definitely going to move in with the story. There's no news of Gen V being canceled. So they're going to go forward with this in some way, shape, or form. It's incumbent on this series to set those characters up and make it mean something. So like, I don't understand where she's at.
last season there was talks about how Trump was a problem, MAGA's a problem. We're gonna make, and it feels like they've made their show address that in the last season, and I hope they don't just continue that here. But I also don't care because I don't watch the show. But I just hope that they just do a good show. They make everyone satisfied with how it ends, and we move
We
forward.
getting the boys Mexico.
The amigos.
Right. Oh shit. That's funny. Her sister is always including the whole damn cast. Minus okay. Well. Boo! Let me go yuck your yum. Nah, I mean, last season of The Boys was pretty disappointing to me. I felt like advancing to this stage in the story, they kind of wasted a lot of time on the shit that they did in the first two seasons. Like all of the shocking things, the things that's going to go viral on the internet to make people watch the show. You don't need to do that anymore. Your audience is your audience. It ain't growing no more. Okay, it's the final season. Like, let's get to the stuff. Way too much ding-a-ling on that show last season. Way too much. Okay. To go back
Aren't you the guy who fought me when
Jay?
I said in Ahsoka they showed too much of that girl's butt? What was her name? The one who's married to Ewan McGregor in real life. They showed too much of her ass, and you're like, no, the girls like that. The guys that get the eye candy, the girls like get the eye candy.
I'm saying specifically for Kripke and the boys, they take this posture that the humor that they present and the way that they show their show is quote unquote punk rock. And I guess punk rock to them is having a million dicks on the screen as often as possible. Like they've taken it. It's one thing. I didn't watch Peacemaker. Guess I'm glad I didn't watch it now.
Yeah, there was a piece.
But they take it overboard, and not just that they go overboard, but they kind of turn it into a humiliation thing for certain characters, mainly MM, right? The worst of these, the most vulgar, right? The most cringe-inducing scenes go to MM. They go to MM. So like, it's not equally dispersed. Hugh ain't never had no contacts with no dinglings, right? Although he did get sexually assaulted. I guess they just kind of washed over that one in the early seasons. It was too much. And you could tell that they were trying to do it for shock value. It's like, by this point in the show, you don't need that. Just tell the story.
Just finished the story. Stuff. You don't have to think about wrestling. That there'll never be a finale because there's always next week. But you can still
go to, yeah.
You can end the title hunt with a title championship victory. Oh my god, he did it. It took 4 years and he's finally made it to the top of the mountain. You can end stories still.
I think you meant can. Chameleon. But I appreciate the support.
Nah, he can't agree. Never too much.
That's not what he meant. He said it's not. I can't agree, Marcus. It ain't too much. It's not enough.
Every time Mother's Milk shows up, it's a DICK.
Absolutely. Like they've taken Laz Alonso's character through the ringer in that show, man. I have a lot of critique of the boys. Y'all should watch our reviews sometimes. But there's a way to finish up this show. I feel like they've already laid the bricks for Marie to be the deciding factor in the battle versus Homelander. I don't know if they hiding it. I don't know if they pivoted. I don't know if they fed us a load of bullshit just to go to something else in the final stages. But that's where the story blocks have led us. Let's see if they follow through.
Two things with Laz Alonso. One is that I saw that he's skinnier, and there's that talk about what's wrong with him, what's going on. And reminder to everyone not to do that. We hope for the best for his health and his future and everything. And then the second thing with
I do know, I noticed that last season. I know he talked about him losing a lot of weight because of his He's had a lot of surgeries, I think, on his legs and his back, and so he had to lose weight for that. Not to put out anything, extremely negative, but that was something that was out there.
And then the next thing was this casting announcement from the Netflix Strong Black Lead account. New love story, a star-studded cast. Don't Ever Wonder is officially in production. Blair Underwood, Laz Alonso, Susan Kelchi Watson, Pauletta Washington, Dennis Haysbert, Shantae Adams, Algie Smith, Gracie Mercedes, Nevia Robinson. I don't know who that is. Who's Nevia Robinson? This woman? Never seen her before. And then Yolanda Ross. Join Nia Long and Lawrence Tate. I never heard of Don't Ever Wonder.
Say his name again. Say his name again.
Lorenz Tate. My mistake. Lorenz Tate.
Top billing. Top billing. There it is. There you go.
Lorenz Tate is in this movie.
Pauletta Washington. Who was the one that you said you didn't know her?
Down here, her name is Nevia Robinson.
Who was the one that you said you didn't know?
Yeah,
never heard of her. Never seen her before.
Yeah.
Yep. I have no clue. Also don't know who Gracie Mercedes is either. I think Algie Smith was on Euphoria. I've seen him before. Shantae Adams, I know her. Dennis Haysbert, legend. Everybody knows her. Pauletta Washington, I know her. Susan Kelchi Watson, I don't believe I know who that is.
No.
Shout out to Laz.
You probably pull up her filmography and you'll say, "Oh yeah, I saw that."
Let me see.
It's a romance story inspired by Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite album.
Okay. Interesting.
That's still an original story. I don't if it's a music album. That's like adapting a song.
A song, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty original. I would call that an original screenplay.
What the fuck was her name again? Give it to me again.
Susan Kelchi Watson. Kel.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, American actress. It's not ringing a bell. Let's see what she's done.
Ozempic came calling, maybe. But I mean, that's the hopeful though. Like, yeah, just some Ozempic.
Hack, The Jury, Third Watch, Law and Order, Trial by Jury, Medium, Kidnapped. Yeah, no.
Nah, I've never seen these things.
Alibi, NCIS, Number. She's been on a bunch of TV shows. Law and Order.
Everyone's been on Law and Order.
Good Wife, Golden Boy, Louie, Royal Pains, Blacklist, Following, Blue Bloods. She's like a career TV lady.
Well, she's experienced, and that's what matters.
For sure.
We just saw the Street Fighter trailer, so maybe rewind 15 minutes. Next one we can do real quick is some comic book news coming out of Star Wars, okay? So we know that there's a Darth Maul show. Well, they told us this week that there's going to be a brand new Star Wars Shadow of Maul comic book, and it's going to be a 5-part limited series. It's going to be Benjamin Percy writing. Good talents, okay?
Whoa, okay.
On sale 3/4. That's March the 4th. If this is a prequel, which they say it is, a prequel to the TV show that we're all going to watch, the animated show with Maul, that leads us to believe that the show will be coming out the same time. Many times for Marvel shows too, they'll do the comic book with the characters who are in the show about 2 months right before. 2 months before May the 4th is March the 4th. We believe, me, Star Wars, Meg, and the entire community believe that this is proof and evidence that Maul will come to us on Disney Plus May the 4th. That is the new show that we're looking forward to. That's the release date, and this comic book confirms it. I would like to hear an opposing opinion from you, but I don't think you're going to disagree. I think this is
no. I don't have an opposing opinion. I 100% agree. I think it's going to be linked. I think it's going to be good marketing for the television show. I do have a question for you. We know a few years ago they rolled Marvel Comics into the Disney umbrella. It's no longer its own thing. It's within Marvel Entertainment when they restructured or whatever. So now
Star
we
Wars.
know that kept. Yeah, I mean that's technically
Yeah,
all
they
of it,
wrote
right?
in. They put Star Wars under the Marvel Comics umbrella. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So now we know Kevin Feige exudes great influence over these things.
Oh,
No, no, wait. I just want to know. I don't even think you know what I'm about to ask you. You know, Kevin
okay.
Feige exerts great influence over these things. Mainly the Kamala Khan, retconning, which I don't think he actually pitched, which is my point. I think he was like, give me an idea that makes her a mutant, and then they came up with that nonsense that they came up with. Who do you think is Kevin's guy? Like who when Kevin goes and says, "Hey, this is what I need to happen in the comics." Who comes up with the stuff?
The editor. He probably talks to Sobalski first. Joe Quesada
Yeah.
probably gets talked to a couple times, but it's not like a writer. It's the editor.
No,
Editors choose what happens.
the editors. Okay. Cool. I just wondering, like, because I don't think that Feige is that in tune to these type of things because we see it all the time. If that were the case, so I'm just wondering who's able to grab his ear enough to put this type of synergy in place, and it's not something that's directly motivated for him. Like it's not even the studio that he manages, so he wouldn't give a shit about the Maul, Shadows, whatever. But like, who's able to command his attention long enough to get this alignment is interesting.
Remember when Blade randomly had a daughter be created in a comic book 3 years ago?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was that? But that was also
Bloodline.
something he was directly involved in too. See, stupid ideas follow that man like stink on shit. So like when he's involved with it, it's a comic book thing, it's a Marvel thing. I know where that stink comes from. It's just
And
interesting to see who's getting it done on the Star Wars side.
and the credits page on that comic book say the same name as it did in the Kamala Khan kill her, bring her back, make her a mutant. Spider-Man comic, X-Men the same name. It's CB Sobalski up top. It's not
Jesus.
like he's got a preferred writer, write this, write that, because it's different writers on each, different artists on each. It's CB Sobalski.
You're right. Sobolski. Ew. Ew. So what we need to do is flip Sobolski. We got to get him. We got to bring him to our side. We got to get him to be our mole in the Kevin Feige, which fat chance on that, I guess.
The closest Marvel like edit. No, he's not even a Marvel editor. I was gonna bring up Marquise Draper from DC. He's the closest person I can think of who would do good things.
Gotcha.
Who I could reach out to some way, somehow, and enact the change we're looking for. Anyways,
Cool.
yeah, yo, that's the news coming out of the Star Wars galaxy. Aside from this, Kennedy is still in charge. Aside from this, Sean Levy, what he said still stands. They're reshooting some stuff for Starfighter. Mandalorian Grogu's has given us a trailer like a couple months ago. Quiet on that front.
Other
And
than Mando Grogu, when is the next time you think they come out and they show something like footage of Starfighter or another Ray announcement? Like when do you think they're shooting calendar wise?
there shouldn't be anything now because it's all roads ahead. Avatar, Blue Avatar, James Cameron, and then the Christmas break happens. No one really does anything of significance during that period. So
Right.
January is an off month in Hollywood. I think February.
February is good timing for Starfighter because they got a quick turnaround. I'm thinking if all of this race shit is actually legit, because again, mind you, this is the same path that they were on. Was it like 3 years ago now that they was talking? No, that wasn't that long ago. Was it? When did they bring out Ray at the thing? How long ago was that?
It was
2 years
20,
ago? Okay.
2023 in London.
2023. All right. If we get into second quarter 2026, I think they're selling us a bill of goods, man. Without showing us or acknowledging anything else about the projects. This is a whole new trilogy of her. One of them was a Simon Kinberg movie where we go back, we go jump forward or go back in time. There was the 50,000 years ago. Who was the director for Dial of Destiny? His name is escaping me right now.
James Mangold.
Mangold. There you go. Yeah, it was that one that was announced. Like, there's been no motion. So if we get into like May, June, July, we still haven't heard or seen anything other than Starfighter, I think they sold us a bunch of shit and got us riled up. Because by now, if the train is intact and Kathleen Kennedy has it all, she's in control of this thing. Either that or it's the same Kathleen Kennedy song and she just isn't able to get the production going.
All around the world, it's the same song. It's the same old song.
So like they actually gave her the okay, and then this is where we're at. We're almost 3 years in, and there's no motion.
So they just dropped a game trailer for Star Wars.
Okay.
All right. Did I miss the mandatory playing of a Star Wars Meg video when we talk about Star Wars? I don't know. I don't know if it's mandatory, but she is a useful tool. She is a
That's an interesting thing to call a woman.
You didn't have to.
I'm playing.
Everyone subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe. I did not mean it in that way. She's helpful. You know, she's someone I turn to and then look towards. But chat, I turned to and looked towards, and they gave me this Knights of the Old or Fate of the Old Republic teaser trailer that played during the Video Game Awards today. Let's check it out. Looking good?
Yep.
Hey, it looks good, but it's not gameplay.
Nah, that's pretty cool.
It's not gameplay.
It actually looks pretty cinematic. I wouldn't mind, you know, some Star Wars content in this format.
Sorry to pause it. I'm not sure if that's a male or a female, and it's probably by design. This whole trailer we see
who's getting off. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
We see like a ponytail. It could be a man bun. It could be
female, but you're right.
But so what could happen is like we could all be right now. They're playing with our not ours, but the male video game fans. All they care about right now is that's long hair. It better not be a woman. Better not be enough woman. So when this trailer ends and we reveal it's just the guy who has long hair, or it's his hair design, or he could be alien, or he could be anything. When that's revealed, that male or Gamergate type of guy is gonna say, "Oh, this trailer wasn't so bad." When they reveal that it's actually a male.
Did they have to do that? Did they have to rage bait him? That's a girl.
I think so.
Yeah, that was definitely a girl.
Yeah, that was a girl main character.
So much for rage bait. No, it was actually
was I wrong? I thought like, oh no. They learned from the whole male female fight.
I don't know. It could still be a good game.
Oh yeah, of course it could still be a good game, but like I was thinking they don't want to have the male female fight. They're not going to do another woman's project here at Star Wars. You know, this is just like, see guys, all right, good. Well, we got you. It's a girl. I mean, yeah.
Ooh-wee. Hey, so let's take a certain individual that we know, a certain older individual, a certain older executive of a long-standing film studio, and de-age her maybe, I don't know, 25, 30 years.
Kathy, this is Kathy.
She just put herself in a fucking video game, bro. We will never be free of this. We will never be free of her.
He
Ever.
said, white female again. Probably British accent too.
No, this is Kathleen Kennedy. She put herself, a young version of herself, in a video game. Dark hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, you're not gonna let me make the Force female? Huh, I'll show you. Fate."
I also so remember how I paused the video and I called it out, even though I got my prediction wrong. The gender reveal was the climax of this trailer. It wasn't someone says something. It wasn't no one says the word Old Republic. No plot. It was just when the thing lights up. We don't see who she's fighting or he's fighting. Could still be a male. Looks like a girl to me, but we don't see anything. We just go, oh, look at the eyebrows look great. That's female looking. That was the reveal. I hate it. I hate everything that's happening at Star Wars, but hey, we got the Star Wars obsession, Leviathan. It's Bastila. I don't know what that means. Do you want a link to explain though? Star Wars obsession. Everyone subscribe to this channel. This game is still in development, just like Eclipse. It could get made. Oh man.
Damn, putting out trailers for games that aren't even guaranteed to come out.
That's what happened in 2020 with Eclipse.
Ouch.
The Leviathan is the biggest reveal, not the character. Well, then let's go and see what the Leviathan is. Is that the name of the ship?
No, I think that's whatever the Jedi was facing when she got to the end of that hall. I believe. I think that's what they're talking about.
This here?
Battery. If they even say this word in Star Wars, I don't know what I'm going to do. My head might explode. My head might explode if they even say that in Star Wars.
Why? Why can't non-binary? They say he in Star Wars
because right. We've never even acknowledged whether or not a mixing of sexes is taboo in Star Wars. So why is it necessary to keep implanting normal everyday human shit into Star Wars?
Everything is normal human stuff until Star Wars does it.
No, George Lucas was very careful about crafting a world that was not like our own. That was the point, right? It didn't have all of these influences that we go through. It's not supposed to be the world we live in. Where the hell did they get non-binary from? So I guess there's space lesbians too, and all other type of variations of sexuality that we've never seen as a part of Star Wars.
There's lots of planets and there's lots of ways that children can be made. Some with eggs, some are mammals. Maybe this is something I haven't even thought about. Send me a link and I can break this down.
They're abstinent. They can't have sex. They're not supposed to have emotional connections to anybody. So why would? Well, never mind. I don't know. I guess. I hope not ever. Not never.
Never ever.
Star Wars Obsession says send him a link. He'll break it down.
Break it down. Boom 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom,
boom. Little man. That's my favorite part.
Yo, Obsession, can you message me on Twitter? Because I don't see you. Oh, I see you. It's the SW Obsession. That's why I couldn't find it.
And then Lucas made the prequel. So, hey, stop. We don't have time tonight, Mike. Okay, I want to fight with you about the masterpiece that was the prequels. Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Stop it. Stop gatekeeping Star Wars. Listen to me. Stop gatekeeping Star Wars. Meanwhile, I won't let the non-binaries be Jedis.
Well, non-binary, binary, male, female, all that stuff aside, the video game looks good, and that's not gonna matter. I took the conversation somewhere, but it's like I know what the online conversation is gonna be, so I was just taking it to where it's gonna be. Not because I believe or don't believe. I hope for the best possible video game, but I also hate Kathleen Kennedy for what she's done. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am the very thing I think is wrong with fandom, but like this is a Kathleen Kennedy story point, focus point. And so it makes me hate it that there was a woman lead in this video game. Just because
hey, if it not coming to fruition is on the table. Oh, what's going on, Akash?
Oh, hey.
What up?
Hey.
What up? Long time no see.
Yes, good to see you. Now explain this Leviathan thing.
All right, so KOTOR, the way that KOTOR starts
Knights of the Old Republic.
in Knights of the Old Republic, right? The way that KOTOR starts is you have this is why people were saying non-binary, because you have these characters. The way that this starts is you choose your character. You choose the sex of your character. You choose the look of your character. Revan is the main character. You just don't know your Revan until way later in the game, right? So you're basically an amnesia patient on a ship. And what you find out later in the game is the Jedi took the Sith Revan, and they gave him amnesia, him or her, because like I said, it's a non-binary game. So him or her, because you choose your character. And then I have an echo. Oh, that's a bummer. Let me see.
No, I was chill. I think it's chill.
Oh, okay, cool.
Or no, I'm still hearing it now.
Is it me? Here, let me adjust my headset because this one's been acting crazy.
I muted, so it can't be me.
Okay, is that any better? Better, Betty, Beggy bumpers.
Let's do the talking. Do we hear us? No, it's not. So we're good. We're good.
I think we're good now. Yeah, we're good now.
So basically, you have you choose your own adventure, right? You have this male or female character. You give them the look that you want, and then you find out later the Jedi gave you amnesia, that they're trying to turn you to the light side because you and Malik strayed away from the path together. So you two Jedi strayed away from the path and started to lead the Sith Empire. And then they capture Revan, which is you, and they're trying to turn you to the light side so that you can go fight Malik because you're the only one that is his equal.
So to you, the Jedi are the back. To the player, even though I'm controlling this Revan character who I've created and made my own thing, I'm thinking, yo, I can't wait to turn on the Jedi.
That's the thing about this game is you actually get to choose. You get to choose, like, as the game goes, you can strike people down, you can develop Sith character or a Jedi character, right? So this is literally
like Red Dead.
The pick your own adventure, right? If you want to strike down this person, or if you want to kill this person, or use the Force to manipulate somebody in a negative way, you get dark side skill points. So at the end of this game, there's two different endings. There's a light side and a dark side ending. And so at the end of the game, you decide as the player how you want to end the game. So all of this, like, that ship was the ship that the final battle took place on. So when it crashed, the Leviathan was Malik's ship created by the Starforge. Right? That ship right there, that's the ship that the final battle took place on. So if you're a light side character, Revan wins, you win, and Malik's destroyed, and you join the Jedi. If you choose the dark side, you kill Malik, you take her, who may or may not be Bastila, as your apprentice, and you rule the Sith Empire.
Yes, we didn't play KOTOR. No, but thank you for this.
Right.
So this is literally a sequel to the very popular franchise
Well,
KOTOR.
the creator, they did a whole interview. If you look at the Star Wars website, they did a whole interview. Number one, this irritates me because this is Bob Iger's way of releasing potential games, and I hate it. Right? This is the way Iger did Eclipse in 2020. That studio shut down because it was too expensive to make the game. And then
Damn.
this is another instance of them using their brilliant art to make a trailer that has no gameplay. So this is literally a teaser saying, hey, the guy who helped make KOTOR, which is a 25-year legacy game for Star Wars. It is the longest game in it is was the originally Lucasfilm Games before they shut Lucasfilm down, right? So, or Lucasfilm Games down. So like this has the cinematics of those games, but there's no gameplay. So this could literally be the rope-a-dope Eclipse again, and this is why I don't like what Bob Iger's doing and what the executives at Lucasfilm Gaming are doing. You're throwing this bait at us and hoping we'll bite when they're literally just starting this project. So it could cost $1 billion to make this game.
So they wait for the fan reception and say, you see, based off the statistics and the trailer views, we can say that we'll make this much sales. It's worth funding.
I mean, they already know the fans are there because not only this came out in 2003 on Xbox exclusive. So you had to go. I bought an Xbox just to play KOTOR, right? And then we move into the modern era. There's emulators. I think it's on PS5. It's definitely on Switch. There's an app for KOTOR. You can play it on your phone. It's so small in comparison to games nowadays. So you can literally dive into this game on any platform over the last 25 years. This may not be the money maker that their phone app game is, whatever. I don't even know the name of that one. But this
Star Wars Go.
It's like Star Wars, like old Final Fantasy kind of game, and it is financially successful because it's in-app purchases on your phone, and that's great. But KOTOR is the most successful Star Wars game ever made. After 25 years, people are still playing it today on stream, right? So yeah, this is great news if it actually happens. If this actually comes to fruition, this is going to be the biggest game that Lucasfilm Games has put out in a generation, right?
Wow.
Because that's what KOTOR was. KOTOR was the greatest Star Wars game ever made up until, I would say probably to this point, to be honest. It may not be the moneymaker that the app game is, but it is 100% probably the most successful game that Lucasfilm. And this guy is the original creator, Casey Hudson.
Okay.
So that's why this is such a big deal. He created his own studio to make this game. So Lucasfilm has so much. Lucasfilm Game has so much faith in him from what he created on KOTOR, the original, that he created his own studio, and they greenlit this enough to make a trailer and release it at the Video Game Awards last night or tonight, wherever you are in the world, right?
Wow.
It's a big deal, but it's that rope-a-dope thing that they do, right? Where they dangle this pretty thing in front of you, this shiny thing in front of you, and then it never gets made like Eclipse, because Eclipse looked just as beautiful.
So, what's your read on it? What do you think happens at the end? Do you think it actually gets made? Because now that you're talking about it, it reminds me a little bit about the Black Panther game, where the whole entire studio got shut down, right? So, does it
Exactly.
get made or does it die in production? What's your read?
Because Casey's involved, it's more likely than not to get made. The problem is the price tag on this is going to be the size of GTA, right? Like, think about how long GTA 6 has been on the hook, right?
Yeah.
This could be as long of a wait and cost $1 billion. right? Because you got to think about if you go
Right.
play KOTOR, if you started right now having never given it a play, and you start today, and you look at the animation of the day, and then look at what they're going to have to put into this to make it even its equal, it's going to cost $1 billion. It could easily cost $1 billion.
Wow.
So, and it's supposed to have the same open worldness
Jesus.
of GTA, right? Because if you look at the original KOTOR, you could go wherever you wanted. It was completely open world, right? So you
One planet?
no, the whole universe, dude. Like you go play KOTOR, you could end up pod racing on some planet. It was structured given, so you end up on. I'll give you an example. You end up on Tatooine, right? This is before Jabba the Hutt. This is like way in the old Republic, but you end up on Tatooine at one point, and you kill a crate dragon, right? This is where they got the crate dragon from Boba Fett. This is why when the Tuskens hold up the pearl
Mm.
in the Tusken, whether they find it in the crate dragon, that comes from KOTOR. You do that, and you actually take the pearl from the crate dragon, and you can make a lightsaber out of it. It acts as a lightsaber gem, right? So
Wow.
there's a lot of what they're doing, they did in Boba Fett or The Mandalorian, whichever way you want to look at that series, that portion of the series. But the way they did that in Mandalorian with the crate dragon and the pearl is identical to what they did in KOTOR, except that you can use it as a lightsaber pearl in KOTOR, and they didn't mention that in The Mandalorian. So there's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of lore that's been pulled from KOTOR. Um, Healing, if you go back and look at this game, force powers that we see now, like force heal from Rey and you know surviving lightsaber attacks and all that stuff goes back to KOTOR. All that stuff is very very like 25 years old that most people don't even know about. So like
Yeah.
I hope that
About
this
this.
gets made. If it does, it could be the best game of the decade.
It's
Like
made by the correct maker, the correct team. What's he been up to the last 20 years since his last KOTOR game?
he did Mass Effect.
Yeah, I seen him talking about that in the chat. He did Mass Effect. Yep.
He did Mass Effect.
So he's better than he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean 25 years of honing your skill. Here's the thing, he was a lot like George Lucas. The technology of the day didn't catch up to his brain.
Casey Hudson?
Yeah, he was so far ahead back then, making this kind of game then, when we were running on 64 megabytes. You know what I mean? Like we were running on in the Stone Age of what the Xbox could hold, right? It wasn't a gig; it was megabytes, right? So like,
Megabytes. Yep.
if you think of the technology he gets to use now, like just making that trailer looks great. So if he can do that with the modern technology on the story, it could, like I said, it could be the best Star Wars game ever made. There were Mandalorians in it. It was during the Mandalorian Civil War. It was during the
Wow.
Sith and
It
Jedi
was
Civil
during
War.
Mandalorian Civil War, not the.
Well, the Mandalorian Civil War. There was the Sith and Jedi War, right? I mean, there were Jedi that were taking two Jedi apprentices becoming the Sith Lords. Like there was so much in this story for them to do. And they even said, if you read the article, there's an article attached on StarWars.com. If you read the article, Casey outright says this is not a sequel. This is not a extension. This is a whole new story. So this could be the other thing that I'm thinking. If this isn't Bastila, it could be Revan and Bastila's child. So like a Jedi on Jedi having a baby, right? That could be her, and she's searching for the past, for the truth of what happened, so to speak. So
it's a sequel.
It's a sequel in some right. Yes, he said it's not a direct sequel, so it's not immediately after. It's not directly connected immediately, but he went through to make a specific note saying this is not a direct sequel. This is tied to it.
On the last page, in development for PC and consoles, cinematic scenes captured in Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't know. We don't know where it's going to go. It's just like Eclipse in development. And you saw what happened to Eclipse. The studio went out of business.
And that is a hefty price tag for a company who doesn't really expect to make a whole lot of money in video games. So.
Well, I mean, they supposedly there's a new guy that's coming in at Disney to replace Iger. Rumors have it.
Coming from outside, they're not elevating.
I think so. I don't know the whole details. I've been hearing rumors that Iger might be ousted or getting stepped aside or something. I'm not quite sure, but there's supposed to be a new guy, and it may be a new guy at Lucasfilm. It may be replacing Kathleen, and then Kathleen, I'm sure, is either going to retire or go to the board. So I mean, it just.
Why didn't anybody else think about that? Put her on the board. Put her on the board. Just get her out of the creative realm. Why didn't they offer her that like years ago?
Well, she didn't want to step away. She wasn't done yet. She just didn't feel like she was done yet, you know. So, but that's more than likely the move. If they don't give her a stern retirement, like a stiff retirement package, I could see them putting her on the board and then choosing the successor. But there's a lot of rumblings that there's a lot of management changes coming in 2026.
Whew.
And this could be one of the moves, right?
Wait, management in Marvel also?
No, I mean they're never going to get rid of Feige. Like Feige's going to die. Feige's going to die on that throne. You know, if they hired another executive in charge at Marvel, I'd be surprised because there's so much with the Russos and there's so many relationships that have been built. It's not like Star Wars, where they literally pull a hat and go, "Who's going to direct this one?" Right? Like he goes back to the well on what works. Right? The Russos are coming back. He really goes to the well and keeps people, you know, happy enough to where they don't hate the company after. Right? Star Wars got a real problem.
So who else at Disney, like, you think there may be management changes? What else do they own? They own the Avatar franchise, but you can't do that without James Cameron, right?
And it's already done. They shot that back to back. So, like, that's already done.
Okay.
Like,
he doesn't want to make a fourth one.
I think he's done after this one. So, like, this completes his trilogy, so to speak. So, I don't think Avatar's... I mean, they could do the games and such, but I don't think it really has the longevity that Marvel has. You know what I mean? And Marvel, their next phase could be dope because their last phase was god-awful, right?
Yeah.
So, like, it just depends. And Star Wars is more fickle than any of the others. I mean, even DC's got a better handle right now with the Supergirl trailer, with the, like, Sean Levy. They've got so much more going for them. I mean, potentially getting bought out by a bigger company to give them more budget. Like, there's so much. Warner Brothers, the DC has so much going for them right now. There's so much momentum. Whereas, you know, Marvel's got to rebuild after the fourth phase, and the next phase looks dope. But Star Wars has some rebuilding to do too.
You guys have no idea. Marvel, with one Doomsday trailer,
change the world.
Yes.
Change the whole thing, right? And they have multiverse, so they can go in so many different directions. Like DC keeps doing remakes. That's what keeps killing them. Hopefully they stay the course this time. But then Star Wars has the biggest problem because they just don't have good leadership to push the narrative in the right direction. So this game could be an amazing opportunity, but again, it could cost $1 billion. And are they willing to pay $1 billion for a game? Yeah, exactly. Could it be 5 years away, 8 years away, 10 years away? I mean, great for Casey for having a secure job. Like, wait a second, paycheck for the next 8 years, my guy. Like, you can make $500 million doing that thing on your own. But
I think Casey is Mahershala Ali, and this is 2019's Comic-Con. This is Blade getting put back and back.
And this is Eclipse in 2020 at D23, right? Like, it looked amazing when it came on screen, and everybody was hyped, and we all did videos and everything about it. And a year later, the company's on its belly, right? Like, dead, out of, no money. Everybody's looking for new jobs. And gaming is hurting right now. Like, I know a ton of games that have gotten shut down over the last 2 years. So, big swing for Star Wars. I wish them the best of luck, and I hope it comes true because I would love to play that. But
tell me something you're amped for about Star Wars, because they do have some things that we know are going to come out.
You know, there's the Ray sequels to sequels and all that. That's still up in the air. There's no contracts written. Um, the Mandalorian. I'm okay.
What are you
Season
interested in?
season 3 of the Mandalorian looked like the tying of a bow. It looked, the way that Disney closes shows is with that big, woo, whoop, right?
Yeah.
And they did that, and it
Ooh.
kind of, ooh, whoop, right? It kind of feels like that was the conclusion of that story. Come to hear, rumors have it that the Mando movie and season 4 are coming. So the Mando movie isn't season 4. There's actually a season 4 coming.
I did hear Favreau say he wrote season 4 and it's just sitting on his desk because they decided to go with the movie.
Right. So I don't know if this is going to be kind of like the way Stargate used to do it, and Stargate would do like show movie to introduce the new show, or like put a movie in the middle of the story to give you like a big story to catch you up. I hope they do it like that. I hope this is a movie to get us to Mando season 4, to get us to Boba season 2, to get us to the Mandalorian, or the big cinematic Marvel Star Wars thing they promised us, the big Thrawn versus everybody versus the Shadow Collective. Like, that's where they're leading us, but I feel like this movie could just be a middle point between Mando season 4, then do my story of Boba season 2, and then lead us into the big cinematic with Thrawn and the Shadow Collective.
I don't want a movie to be a middle point.
But that's kind of how they used to do
That's
it,
what they
right?
think. That's how they think. Yeah.
That's how they. I mean, if you look at some of the older franchises, especially Star Trek, Stargate,
Star
some of the
Trek
older
definitely did this. Yeah.
they did a lot of this, and they were real successful with it, right? They had a lot of luck doing like a movie in the middle. Stargate had a lot of success telling an entire story in between seasons of a show, right? So like having that blueprint might help them gather some momentum, because they're missing a bunch of opportunity right now to tell great stories, but they don't have what Marvel has. Marvel has a leash and a muzzle
That's a
on
good
their
question.
talent. Star Wars leaks like a pirate ship,
Mm.
right? Like the
Like
what
crypto.
what killed Acolyte? Acolyte was a great show. What killed Acolyte? Leslie and Amandla running their mouths, getting the streamers hyped up, building this negative attitude towards a show, and all of a sudden it's on the ringer and there's nothing but bad press. Disney doesn't like bad press. Not to that degree, right? When your director comes out blaming other people, like, it's a bad look, and that's where they make mistakes. Is they don't keep. Look at what happened to Robert Rodriguez, right? Oh, this is the best show that's ever going to be made. Keep your mouth shut, because you don't see Feige's crew going out there running their mouths, right? They have a really good handle on this, and Star Wars does not. They need to tighten up their NDAs and press some lawsuits when people come out talking, because if you keep your director silent, I think Star Wars has better legs. And give it to directors that deserve it. Stop this nonsense of, I want to bring back these directors because they're my friends.
So you're telling me that this is bad press?
I'm saying her coming out on Instagram and Twitter and bashing content creators because they don't like her is bad press. Yes.
Sorry.
No, I like the video. It's
They're gonna flag us.
nah, they won't flag you with no audio. But yeah, man, I saw you guys chat and I was like, I just went through this article and I'm like, here's some facts. It could be great, but we'll see here.
Just went through this article also, the Darth Maul show, and I saw a Meg video where she was covering it, and she was theorizing that because this is coming on March the 4th, we are echoing. March the 4th, mute yourself while I talk. There.
Hold on.
I think we're better. Because it's coming out March the 4th, we think that maybe this is a sign that the Maul show will be that May 4th release, since it's on sale March 4th.
I mean,
I'm interested.
that could be the case. I'm excited for this. I'm excited it's coming out so soon. This is probably the thing that we're most excited about, I think, in Star Wars right now.
I'm with you. More so
I'm
than the
with the Maul show.
Starfighter movie. Yeah.
I hate the Starfighter.
Maul show Ahsoka season 2 is probably the only thing that I'm anticipating out of the studio.
I'm not. Here's my hot take: is I am not excited for Starfighter.
Fine.
I don't know what it's about.
They
I
got to
don't
work
get it.
on it. They got to get me. They got to show a trailer. I got to see stuff. Yeah.
No, it's Gosling and Amy Adams. Like, I don't want to see that shit. I'm sorry. Pardon my vocabulary. I don't want to see that nonsense. I'm sorry. I'm tired of big actors in Star Wars. I hate it. I hate it. Sigourney Weaver's in this shit too. Like, in the Mandalorian movie. Like, I'm sorry. Sigourney Weaver should only play Ripley in space. I'm sorry. Play any other character, any other where, underwater, on the mountains, whatever. I only see Ripley in space. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Okay, when you saw O'Shea Jackson in the Kenobi series, did that take you out?
Yeah, a little bit, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. There's 100,000 actors in LA that could play that part. Shit, either of you could have played that part, right?
The NWA guy, I don't know if I don't feel Star Wars.
Like, all I saw was a young Dr. Dre, right? Like, I was like, what is he gonna start rapping right now to stop the Sith? Like, what's going on, man? Stop, just stop.
Pedro Pascal. Well, this is right before he was in everything, so he was cast in Mandalorian. I'll give him a pass.
Well, yeah, and his biggest role at the time was Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones,
right?
Yep.
The
Viper.
So that was his biggest claim to fame at the time. So he kind of gets a pass because this is the show that made him Last of Us and the mega star he is now. But he wasn't there before, right? He was kind of unknown, and Game of Thrones was kind of his big break. It's the biggest thing he'd been in, really.
Okay, how about Count Dooku? Because he was in a lot of films when they casted him.
Dooku. I didn't see anybody else but him in that movie, right? Like, he's the only person I saw. Even Leslie.
Sam is Windu,
right? I mean,
Sam is Mace.
Samuel L. Jackson. I mean,
that's a big actor in '99.
Yeah, that one kind of threw me. But back then, we were so excited for it, it didn't matter.
Right?
It was episode 3.
That's when everybody just liked that Sam was in Star Wars. Yeah.
I didn't care. It's just like episode 1. I didn't care that I saw. I mean, really, I didn't even know Qui-Gon. I didn't know Leslie from anything back then.
Liam Neeson, Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know them big back then, and that's why they were great for those roles, right? Natalie Portman had done some stuff, looked awesome, right? She had done some stuff, but she was kind of a no-name.
Star like that, and she wasn't even the main cast. Like, no, Ryan Gosling is the lead.
Well, it's Ryan Gosling and Amy Adams, and the word is Amy Adams could potentially play Mara Jade, and like the whole story of this is the same as
we was talking about this rumor.
Is
yeah,
like that she hires Gosling to take a Jedi youngling to whoever. I'm out.
How old is Mara Jade compared to Luke?
There should be about the same, close to the same age. She's a little older because she was working for the Emperor before, and Luke was still a boy, so she's a little older.
Would they do that without Luke?
I don't.
Because I don't think we're going back to Luke. But would they make this movie?
I don't know when this is supposed to be. Like, when is this thing? Is it pre-post in the trilogy? Where is
he said after?
Yeah, because he was a hermit. There was no Mara Jade. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, where is this? I don't know. It's supposed to be then, but they don't give us any details on.
Well, maybe the scenes with Amy Adams are before.
Maybe they're flashbacks. I don't
know. Yeah.
I mean, look, man, and I really like Skeleton Crew. I hated Jude Law in Skeleton Crew.
Okay.
Like, all I saw was another rom-com. Like, oh, is this The Notebook? Oh, are we watching, Wedding Date? Like, that's all I saw was that guy. I saw a romance guy. I didn't see, when he started threatening the kids, I started laughing. Because I'm like, Jude Law doesn't threaten little kids. Right? And it's just, again, those big name actors, you can't not see Gosling. You can't not see Ripley in Sigourney Weaver. You can't not see Trinity in The Acolyte doing wire work as a Jedi. You can't not see those characters. That's why George was so brilliant. He picked a carpenter, right? The only lead big guy was Alec, right? He was the biggest guy in Star Wars. Everybody else, nobody knew who the hell they were. It
Yeah,
broke.
it's un-Star Wars. It's untraditional to do this Ryan
Untraditional,
Gosling casting.
but it's Disney, and they're doing to Star Wars what they do on Modern Family, what they do on The Big Bang Theory, right?
Celebrity guest appearances.
Star Wars has become the new Modern Family where everybody, Lizzo makes a guest appearance, Jack Black makes a guest appearance, Christopher Lloyd makes a guest appearance. This is because that's what Disney does.
Yo,
Because
who was the dude in Book of Boba Fett? He had the 2 Rancors, and he was like, with the long hair,
he's my
Latino.
guy. He always plays a villain, and he always wants to die as the villain because he wants to teach kids that being a villain doesn't pay.
Him, that dude.
I can't think of his name.
Celebrity.
What else was
appearance.
he in?
He Machete.
Danny Trejo.
Thank you, Danny. Right. He.
You said that like it was Jeopardy. Danny Trejo.
That's who I thought you guys were talking about, and I was like, that sounds like
again,
my boy Machete.
Again, I think there's other actors that could love that opportunity to play that. You don't need to bring these main actors in. You've already got Tamora. You've already got Pedro. You've already got Fennec Shan. You've already got all these characters that are already big actors. You don't need to add to that. And that's what Disney Star Wars doesn't understand. You don't need those people. You've already got us without them. We don't need a big actor to hook, right? You didn't have that when George started. You don't need it now, right? It's just unfortunate that they don't understand that this is a place you don't need those big actors. Do it at Marvel. You've been doing it at Marvel for 20 years.
Is this Disney or is this Kennedy?
It's Disney. It's Disney. Because look at how they do it. They do it the same way they did Modern Family, right? It's a cameo. It's an ABC cameo.
So if Dave Filoni is in charge next year, like I want, if
don't
he
think it
becomes a
happens.
president and he's like, would he say, no, we're not doing no Ryan Gosling type castings anymore?
No.
I'm going to scout.
I think it's already, and I know, everybody gives Kathleen a bunch of grief, but I mean, if you read the articles that have come out since Iger took back over, you're hearing it's Iger. You're hearing it's the Disney board. It's not Kathleen. It's the Disney board that's like, this is where what we want. It's not as much Kathleen as we would like to believe. We throw a lot of stones her way, but ultimately the real inside scoop is a lot of it was Iger while he was in charge. When Chapek took over, it kind of leveled out a little bit, but then Iger takes back over and it's back to that, well, how do we make more money? Put more celebrities in it. They'll come to see it, right? It's not the way that this IP works. Do that shit at Marvel, right? It works at Marvel because everybody wants to see the old Wolverine, the old X-Men come back, right? For a scene, for cameos and stuff. Do it there. Don't do it here. Don't do it at Star Wars. We don't need it. Their IP needs it. We don't. You know? It's a shame. I wish they had stronger leadership. Because I think George, as much as we love George was starting to do similar stuff with, the prequel trilogy. You started to bring in a little bit of
la.
I'm just saying, like, even with voice actors, right? When he did the Clone Wars, he brought people like Katie Sackhoff. He brought people like Jon Favreau. He brought people that were big actors to do voice acting in case he wanted to use those characters in live action later. He knew actors could portray them, right? So there's a lot of this was going on during the George era. Disney just takes it to the nth degree. They just
another level.
Yeah, I mean, because they're loaded and they think that they can't make mistakes. The fandom is always going to show up. Now, all publicity is good publicity for the most part, unless you're Leslie Headland and that show, because those guys did themselves no favors and still are not. If you look at the article she just came out blaming streamers for the bad show and all that, she's pretty cringe, man. She's pretty toxic.
They gave that.
I want to interview the hell out of her.
50 million.
I've got my PR team on it. Like, I've got my people like emailing her all the time. Hey, let's talk. You just put out this awful article. Let's talk about it. You hate us all? Bring it. Like, I invite dissenting voices. Come on. But no reply yet.
No, I wouldn't think so.
I would, considering how much they like to talk. I would. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Oh.
Terrorist.
I would show up for that.
I would love it.
See Miss
I would love it.
Headland
They don't have the
explain
stones.
herself.
Well, and not yeah. I mean, tell us why you think you made mistakes. Don't lie. Like your show, there's some mistakes, but there was some greatness in there too. The Acolyte had some real greatness in it. There's some real opportunity.
Like real deep, like deep down, like down in the
No, man,
pits in
good,
the soul.
good bones, great
Mm.
bones, man. They could have come off that show and done what I think they should do. What would be brilliant is if they took that and jumped off that platform and made the next show and call it The Apprentice. And that whole show is how Plagueis finds Palpatine and lures Palpatine in, and then the last show in the trilogy would be Sith Lord, and it's when he kills Plagueis, already has Maul in the background, sees Anakin, and becomes the Sith Lord. Right?
Is there a book?
You know why she wouldn't have been able to execute that is because she couldn't stick with some of the things that were already established about Avergence or Plagueis and stick to the path. So I wouldn't have trusted her to take that story any further than it already went, because we were already working on reorganizing certain things in Star Wars history. And if she had kind of stayed in the box of Osha and May and not brought in Avergence, I could have got down with the whole Space Witch stuff. But when she starts, she was touching on very integral parts of at least what I know about it.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like she was doing it with very much care.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Leslie made mistakes, right? The term Vergence, if you look at it in the prequels, when Qui-Gon mentions a Vergence, he's not talking about necessarily Anakin being born from a virgin. He's talking about a ripple in the Force, right? Something that was created that should not have been, right? And that's Anakin. Anakin should not have been created, right? I mean, it was actually a couple different ways you could look at it based on the canon, but Anakin was just a reaction to Plagueis dibbling the Force and trying to manipulate midichlorians. So his darkness created Anakin, is one of the lores. It's
Okay.
not quite canon, but kind of is. And some people think because the comic you see Palpatine messing with young Anakin, but really it's like they've never really clarified. But that's been a source of argument. Is it Palpatine or was it Plagueis? Right?
Don't clarify.
They don't really clarify.
I don't need to clarify because I know Anakin becomes what he becomes. He gets to Vader.
Right.
Settled. We're good.
Right.
It's like the Han Solo movie. I didn't need to see him right before New Hope. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, another great story they could, but I mean, really with Acolyte, the Vergence thing was just them trying to figure out how something was created that shouldn't have been, right? That's how I interpreted the Vergence, because that's how Qui-Gon used it. He's like, wait a minute, there's a Vergence here, and it's like a ripple in the Force that shouldn't be there, right? And like Anakin should not just be created by midichlorians. That they've never seen that, so that was like a ripple in the Force that shouldn't have been there. It's like an anomaly. Like they should have used the word different. It should have been an anomaly in the Force. It should have been a.
That's what I'm saying. They should have just left it alone, like that part of it, because
it's a bad
you're
word to
tying
use.
yourself to Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah,
now.
it's a bad.
Like
word
you're
to
telling
use,
me these
sure.
are two twin Anakin Skywalkers at that.
100%. Yeah. Well, but the thing is like I'm saying, the smart thing to do would be do another show, and kill them immediately
And cover it up. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Kill Osha and May. Make the stranger do it. Make my boy Chimere do it, right? As a testament to his loyalty to Plagueis, right? So you get that whole shatter that whole story. Put that behind us. That's gone. No more witches. No more kids. They gone. Kill them both. Chimere, strike them down. Come back to me with their heads. Then you can be my apprentice. But then, as he's giving this order, he sees a young Palpatine on Coruscant and it's like, oh, bro, look at this girl, right? And starts
Never going to happen.
I agree. But that's the only way to fix it. That's the only way to fix it, right?
Yeah.
You kill off the two twins, bye, you're dead. Now we're on to Palpatine. Use that as a place to introduce Plagueis, to introduce the dark side, right? Don't use it as a flag in the sand, a line that you won't cross. Use it as a stepping point.
Could Star Wars use a darker tone?
Yeah.
I say no.
Yeah.
I think Maul's
Yeah.
going to show you.
I feel like general fans forgot about Star Wars. When Baby Yoda was hot, Star Wars was on top. That space witch crap is trash. Disney would need Palpatine to be a good guy. The guy should be evil incarnate.
No, see, I don't think so. I think you could tell a dark story with Palpatine. I don't think a Vader movie, like we already saw the Vader movie, right? the whole series is about Vader, right? Like we saw the whole Vader movie, right? I would love for a darker tone to be through Palpatine, because we know through Clone Wars, we know through all this other stuff that he is like just the way that they portray him in Plagueis the book, how he killed his whole family. Like, bro, like he just covered in their blood, like gutted them like pigs. Like, that's the Palpatine I want. Show me that, right? Show me that. And then Plagueis embracing him in a black cloak, you know, as he's walking. Like, there's so much opportunity to fix that show. They just don't have, I mean, the guts to just throw it down.
Or the
And I think-
direction.
and that's just it. Look, I'm writing a script right now. It's hard. I'm an idiot. I'm a high school educated moron. But I'm writing a Boba season 2 script right now that I'm trying to get into Tem's hands. So like, I got a big. I just rewatched the whole series, like the whole Mando series, the whole Boba Fett series. I rewatched.
So if I asked you which color Vespa dude was driving, you would
that
know.
stuff doesn't even bother me. I've got a new appreciation without all the noise of the moment that it came out. Watching it again, I've got a whole new respect for it. There's a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes.
See, I know what you're gonna do. The flashback does now, like Lost. Now they're gonna flash forward.
Well, see, and I think that that's the stuff that they could use. I think the real story is like getting him back
I was
into
just joking.
No, I'm not. I think the back to
He's like, seriously, no, let's
the
Lostify
back
this.
to flashbacks are honestly some of the stuff that could be the best storytelling moving forward. The Jango
You don't
Fett,
think that slowed down the series a bit, though? You don't feel like that kind of belabored some of the show?
no,
all the
because
flashbacks?
the whole revisit that I just did is mainly the narrative I got out of it was, and this is gonna, people are gonna hate me for this. I've never said this on stream. Boba without his armor was a piss poor warrior.
Damn.
Without Boba's armor, he wasn't shit. And here's why. He was never trained properly. Jango didn't get to train him. Jango
He did die as a
was
boy.
the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy because he was a true Mandalorian fighter that took his training into bounty hunting. And he was the most feared bounty hunter in the entire galaxy. And then he dies. And his son is trained by ragtag, B-list bounty hunters. And so when he loses his armor in Book of Boba Fett, he doesn't know how to fight.
Oh, when Black Chrysanthemum came in his
no,
place?
even before that.
No, the Sand People,
the Tuskens.
Tuskens, there you go. Yeah,
He doesn't know how to fight.
When they found
He
him.
doesn't know how to hand-to-hand combat without his armor. He even says it once. Without my armor, I can't go in without my armor. Right? He even says it. Right? And so, like, if you really watch it, when Boba loses his armor and that whole Tusken thing was about learning to fight, number one,
yeah.
and finding what he's been missing his whole life. So the back to flashbacks were actually brilliant because it showed his dad was always gone. Jango was never there. So he was left in his little apartment by himself with the Kaminoans as Jango's bounty hunting, as Jango's doing stuff for Dooku, right? So it shows he's got no family, he got no training. He was just a little boy left in the galaxy. And so when he finally meets a place where he feels like family, and then they gun him down, And so he guns them down, but then it was a rope-a-dope that the Pikes really did it, so he killed all of them afterwards. He found a family he never knew he needed. And so at the end of the show, he's like, I don't know if this is really for us. Meaning, he's looking for that family. So the best thing to do would be take him back to Mandalorian. Take him back to the Mandalorians because it's already built in his armor. He's already Mandalorian. They just hate him because he's a clone.
I felt like that's where they were going in the first place when they put Mando in the show. I'm like, oh, he's going to be a Mandalorian now. It just got all jumbled,
But I think they had to show him, like, because that's what he was trying to do with the gang. He was trying to build a family. But at the end, he realizes maybe this whole Dynamo thing isn't for me, right? So what I would like to see would be Boba going back to Kamino for the first time in his life since he left as a little boy with his dad when Obi-Wan was after him. Go back to Kamino for the first time as an adult.
With Omega.
The first time the Slave One has been in Kamino airspace since Boba was 10. There's a button in the Slave One that lifts a platform that was just for Jango that nobody knew about.
Mm.
And there are the teachings like Anakin taught Ahsoka. There's holograms of Boba with the lesson, in case I don't get to teach you this, in case something happens to me, here's your lessons. But he never went back because they destroyed Kamino.
They destroyed it.
Right? So he goes back. What does he go back for? What's Tatooine's number one resource?
Dust
Water.
or...
The dust stuff, yeah.
Water.
Oh, water.
Water is the most valuable thing on Tatooine.
Oh, yeah, they used to have water, but they don't anymore. So that's why
but there's no water.
Yeah.
Like the water is expensive. So what does Jango go back to Kamino for?
Yeah, some H2O.
Water. He goes back, that's his initial mission, but then discovers he's truly Mandalorian. His roots are founded on Mandalore, and he needs to go back to his people. Right? There's brilliance there.
Yeah.
Brilliance there. They just don't complete anything nowadays. The fans hated it. Let's get rid of it. Right? They don't.
That is a good point.
Lock in.
That's a good point. And we're probably partially responsible for that because we see stuff we hate and we're like, get it out of here. You don't even give them a chance to redo it. That's right. Fair. That's fair.
Right. The only downside to streamers like us is that they hear the loudest noises in the room. They're often negative, and then their PR is like, they hate it. Cancel everything. When they just lock in and knuckle under
and fix it
and just ride the wave, it could be brilliant. But they have such a hard time. So that's why I'm writing this script. I'm writing it. I'm going to try to get it copywritten, and then I'm going to take it and try to get it in Temp's hands and be like, I know you want to do this. I know you want to do this. Because it could be brilliant. He could play Jango Fett again. He could play both roles at the same time, give him some wigs, have him lean out a little bit.
De-age him, yeah.
De-age a little bit. Well, he doesn't really need it. He hasn't really aged. He's just bald and fatter. Right? Like we all get when we're old. I'm balder and fatter than I was at my 20s, right? Like
wigs and makeup will cure all of that.
Right. So there's opportunity, man. But I mean, it really, there's this whole thing could be amazing if they would just be more like Marvel. Take the loss, take the L, and keep on the timeline like Feige.
And don't be afraid to make a Thunderbolts movie.
Well, or a She-Hulk. Or a She-Hulk. I mean, come on. They made fun of Kevin Feige in the She-Hulk movie, for God's sake. Right? He's just a robot. Right?
Yeah, Deadpool had a joke also.
Right. But Deadpool was pretty good. She-Hulk was pretty awful.
No, I'm just saying like the self-deprecating humor existed in Deadpool where they said, welcome to the MCU, we're kind of on a low right now.
Right. And but they take their L's. And Feige takes them in stride and he fights for it. The problem is there's nobody at the top that's going to fight the way that Feige does. Right? That's something that Marvel's got in spades is that Kevin Feige will go to the mat and say, yo, I know this sucks, but this is just setting me up for the next thing that's going to rock your brain holes. And then they're like, okay, Kevin.
Yeah, because there's always an Avengers movie coming forward, and we
There's
know
always
that,
the next one.
You can't say that with Star Wars. That there's always a what's Avengers for a Star Wars movie? You don't have that.
Exactly. Well, and there's Doctor Doom, and there's so many great enemies in Marvel, right? There's so many great storylines. You could do another Spider-Man, like Venom.
How do you
really like
convince
Venom.
Bob Iger? How do you convince him? Oh no, you don't understand. Thrawn from the book trilogy by Timothy Zahn. You don't trust me.
And that's just it. They didn't grow up with those stories. They grew up with the comics. So it's easy to be like, oh, Spider-Man 146. Remember when he met the Punisher? We need to make this, right? There's no Star Wars like that. It's all fantasy until you make it into something, right? So that's the advantage Marvel has. And honestly, I'm really excited for what Marvel's doing. I think they're on the upscale. They're like,
yeah, for the next year. But then what happens in 2028 when we have, I think there's 4 slots. Never mind. I don't want to change the topic to Marvel. We're here for Star Wars. And we have a super chat that came in a while ago that I didn't even click on yet.
You gave me fortune. You gave me fire.
I'm too fly.
You still have the best super chat appreciation in all of YouTube. You have the best videos for super appreciation
because you got to rotate them. It can't be the same ones.
It's amazing.
Over.
I applaud you every stream. I'm like, he's doing it.
I can't wait for another super chat. I'll play something else new. So that's from I'm Too Fly Cam. $2 says, I agree. Starfighter seems uninspiring.
Yeah.
Gosling meh. There's no one here who's gonna disagree with you when it comes to the actor thing. The big actors are not Star Wars.
No.
Music from the radio is not Star Wars. I saw it in the Skeleton Crew trailer, and I saw it in the trailer for something recently. Mandalorian, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just like wrong to use studio music.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I want Max Rebo. I want some Star Wars music in there.
Max Rebo. I was like, who the hell's Max Rebo? No, yeah.
I want Max, but he might be dead now. We don't know. But anyway, I got to jump. I got to go eat dinner. You guys caught me right when I was making dinner. I was like, I got to go talk to these guys. I got to let them know what I just read. It's amazing. Yes. And you guys have provided me with so much good stuff, man. I appreciate talking to you, letting me come and chat with you. Giving me some space.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, guys. You guys are always the best. And I may not chat a lot, but I'm always watching. You're always in the background. Whenever I see you up, you're on the second screen always. So you guys keep being fantastic because you guys are amazing.
Thank you. Thank you
so much. Be safe, guys.
Yes.
You too. Good night.
Next up is Paradise
Star Wars Obsession.
Yeah, subscribe to the Star Wars Obsession.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is season 2 of Paradise. It's on Hulu. The trailer came out. Did you watch this minute 35?
Oh yeah, I'm already in it, dog. Minute to win it.
Let's see. I have not seen it yet. Oh no.
I don't know if the sound's on, Chill.
You said I don't know the sound. What?
I don't know if the sound is on.
Oh, you guys can't hear?
I don't know. I was just playing it through my phone, and I haven't heard anything playing. Yeah.
Unmute screen audio. That's probably something I should do. Yes.
No sound. Right. Puma Lee. Yeah. I don't think they can hear.
You hear it?
There we go. Yes, sir.
Yeah. You could just never mind. Just go. Sorry.
I need to find my wife.
The world outside is simply no longer survivable.
Could people have survived?
We need to know what's out there. We need to know who's left.
I'm coming, baby.
You'll be okay.
There is a lot that you don't know.
New characters. Got her ass locked up where she need to be. Also mad when they gave them guns back. I'm like, man, shoot her ass first.
Oh, shaking a
You
light
get
in
back
the
that
chest?
gun.
Oh, and the agent on the see up top left, the killer agent.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice her in the background. That's her secret weapon.
She's like, I need to play Nintendo Wii. What do you mean? What did you just say? She goes crazy for the Nintendo Wii.
She like, you should just let me play the Wii, bro. I'm like, oh, okay.
But she shooted this main girl, like the head of the CIA, basically shot her because if he would have shot you, he would have shot your head. I shot you somewhere you could survive, you know.
Can I tell you a secret? Something no one else knows.
Ah! Come here, run it back about 10 seconds. My boy Billy. Billy, back in the house. I don't know how. Like, we clearly saw him die, so they got some explaining to do. But
His
yeah,
hair
Billy,
is longer.
yeah, which tells me this is future, not past, right?
It
Or
just tells me
theoretically.
it's not now. It could be in the past he had longer hair.
Yeah, but the facial hair is longer. Those aren't usual signs of like, this is young so and so. Usually they'll shorten the hair, or even if the hair is longer, the facial hair will be lighter. They'll usually give you some telltale signs that like this is a younger version of them. This seems like either same guy or older.
Okay. And we got young people who survived the volcanic ash and waves of water.
It's never just about the bunker.
Didn't give away much, huh?
Theorize with me. What the hell is she talking about?
What's who talking
All right, bet me
about?
$1. It's a flashback, so bet me $1. Bet me $1.
Clearly a fast
Right now,
well,
I'm too fly cam. Bet me $1.
Puma Lee says Brian K. Sterling is a must-see actor. I agree.
That
He's
man
been
name
doing
is
great
Sterling.
stuff. Brian K. Okay, twin. Oh, it could be a twin.
Okay. Then we both wrong. Then neither one of us give it out. If it's a twin, then
That's just a little way to keep the cast member happy. Hey, you were pivotal to our first season. We don't want to let you go. We're gonna say that dude had a twin. Okay, there you get to play the twin. They did that for like Heroes. They do that. That's been done before. I remember in Lost they had Joseph Quinn, whatever the actor is who plays John Locke. They had him back even though his character died. They're like, "Oh, come back. You get to play another character." So yeah, it could be a twin. It could be a flashback. Either or.
All right. Bet. We'll see.
I'll bet 20.
No, you can have the twin done. I ain't too rich for my blood.
Yeah, this is like not that science fiction where we're gonna have a dead character back alive. The only like fantasy
What if
aspect.
the poison was to only make him seem incapacitated, and then fucking super soldier over there went and got his body out the morgue?
That would be the most sci-fi thing that would happen on this show. Because it's realistic that a volcano can erupt, melt the ice, and we get a tsunami. That can happen.
There isn't a poison that can stop your heart for a certain amount of time, and then you be revived. I mean, I think those things exist as well.
I didn't know. My bad. Okay.
I mean, there are definitely drugs that can stop your heart long enough for you to seem dead, and then be. We see that shit in movies all the time, and none of it is sci-fi. You see it in mystery movies all the time. People fake their death.
All right. Yeah. It just sounds like Superman's Death of Superman, where his heartbeat stops, and just sounds very like when Nick Fury needed to fake his death and he stopped his heartbeat.
It's very like fantastic, and I don't think Billy is necessarily the character that they would use it on. Now that I'm thinking it through all the way, but it's still very much viable, especially when we're already dealing with fallout from nuclear warfare or whatever the hell Or no, it wasn't even nuclear warfare. What happened? Was it like a meteor or something hit? What happened that made them go in them bunkers? What was going on?
Well,
I
when
forgot.
when the volcano erupts in the north. Well, wait, which fiction are you talking about? I'm reading this chat. I wasn't paying attention. What did you say?
What happened that made them go into the bunkers?
In paradise.
Yeah, was it
Yeah.
nuclear fallout or was it the
No, well, nuclear fallout did happen, but after the big tsunami in Australia, all of the world powers knew, oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
do land grabs and we're gonna
Yeah,
kill
I
and
got
we're just gonna make sure that after this in the new world, we get to claim new land.
That's what it was. Okay, it was like a calamity event. I got you. So then that
Episode
if there's
7.
something bigger than that, you're saying? Like if there's something bigger than that, then that they needed the bunkers for. What is that? That's what I wanted to theorize about. What's the bigger thing?
Who knows? There is a poison from spiders.
Theorize.
I saw
Who
that.
knows is not a theory?
It was like the Paolo and Nikki episode. Yes, season 3. Don't play with me.
Cool.
I lost.
Theorize. Not who knows. What is the bigger thing other than the worldwide calamity event that they would need the bunkers for? Is it aliens? Huh? Foreign species? Maybe they kicked off the whole thing. Maybe they got this ball rolling so that they can get us up out of here. Was there a conspiracy to make all this shit happen? Did the billionaires get together and say, we're going to run all these motherfuckers out of here, put them in bunkers, and then take over the world that's left over?
That'd be too realistic. That's not what they're going for. In this show, the president is a good meaning person in this show. I gotta tell them the truth. No pre-recorded message. Let me give it to them raw.
Shout out to President Cyclops.
Yeah, James Marsden's back in this trailer I saw. So was he alive again, or could that be a flashback?
Nah. He got his head bashed in. I'm just saying it was a very soft death for Billy. We can easily explain why he may have faked it. I like the twin angle though. A twin brother down there that they didn't know about is also very handy.
His face, if you just take off the eyes, yeah, that's Cyclops. But from the eye, from the nose up, he does not look Cyclopsy. Like he doesn't have a Cyclops face, you know? No,
I didn't know what James Marsden looked like for years until like he was doing like interviews and stuff like that. I didn't really know when I was seeing X-Men as a kid. I didn't know what that man looked like outside of them goggles.
he was a Notebook. He had like a Southern accent.
Definitely wasn't watching Notebook.
It was a great love movie. Ryan Gosling's in it.
He is.
He played Noah.
So it's Amy Adams or Rachel? No, Rachel McAdams.
She was in that one too. The love was so real, it transcended the movie, and they were like dating each other. Didn't get married though.
Didn't
True
she
love.
marry somebody else?
Nah, Rachel McAdams? I don't think she ever got married. I was on her Wikipedia at one point. It didn't say spouse.
No, Negro. I'm talking about in the movie.
Noah, yes.
I called you a Negro too. I don't know. Was that accurate? You don't have to answer.
called me
It's okay. I called you a Negro, and then I asked you if it's accurate, and then I told you don't have to answer.
Thank you. I can have my parental privacies here on YouTube. Thank you. The Notebook is a great movie though. Like, why didn't you write me? Like, there's so many quotables in that one. What do you want? What do you want? I don't know. What do you want?
Oh, this is really your shit. Like, this is really your movie.
Notebook is fire. Hey, Puma Leah beat me. I was gonna ask the chat. Thank you, Puma. That's what I'm talking about. It's one of those, like, you know, everyone has to see Die Hard for an action movie. If there's a romance movie, oh, you gotta see this one. I don't know what really ranks higher than The Notebook. Maybe Love and Basketball.
The Notebook. Yeah, you I might got me on the romance joints. You might got me. So I don't have too many references outside of stuff like The Notebook or
Titanic.
Yeah, Titanic definitely clears Notebook.
It's because he's from Canada. They're both. Rachel McAdams is from there too. But what did you think of Ryan Gosling, like, as a big movie star? Like, what are you attributing him to if it's not The Notebook?
Like movie wise for Ryan Gosling, there's a lot of other things that you think about Ryan Gosling. He was in Blade Runner. He's been in okay, now I'm drawing blanks. What has Ryan Gosling been in? Because now only thing I'm thinking about is recent shit. I was getting ready to say Barbie.
Well, he was the lead though. He was a co-lead in this one. Ryan Gosling movies. Let me share screen so it doesn't bore you. So La La Land is one. The Notebook is the second movie. Barbie Drive.
I know La La Land. Yeah.
Blade Runner 49. The Place Beyond the Pines.
Blade Runner, Gray Man, Crazy Stupid Love was good. That's a good love story. Oh yeah, he was what was that man's name in Remember the Titans? This is my favorite movie. Damn it. Wasn't Lastic, it wasn't Bertier. What the fuck was that man's name?
It wasn't Bertier, no?
No, Bertier was the linebacker that got hurt. Left side. Give me a second. I'll figure it out.
I can click on the thing and it'll tell me. He was Alan Bosley.
Alan. Yes.
Yeah, Gosling is a guy. I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that terminology. You're gonna insult me for talking like Drake's character.
Gangster Squad is an underrated movie for sure. Half Nelson.
Is that where he played the lawyer?
I think he's a teacher in Half Nelson, right?
Oh, yeah. That's not the one he played a lawyer. The one where he played a lawyer and he was like, we tried you for second-degree murder, manslaughter. This is first degree. It's a whole different charge. And he got the guy. Anthony Hopkins was in that one.
Okay. Who was in?
Fracture.
He was in Horrible Bosses?
It was Fracture. That was a great 2007 movie. Yeah, he was in a lot of things. So, Notebook.
I don't remember him being in Horrible Bosses, though.
Notably, though, the second movie on his filmography Google is The Notebook for a reason.
No, I'm not arguing that he's known for The Notebook. He's obviously known for The Notebook. I wasn't spending a lot of time watching stuff like that at the time that it came out.
Now you can give it a view. So I think one of the last things to touch on is Netflix. We did TheBoys, we did Supergirl, Paradise, Maul. There's two things. Netflix has an Avatar, and then Netflix has the his and her thing. And the his and her thing is probably and her. It's a movie with Tessa Thompson. Check it out. Because it looked like it was not trauma-filled oppression. It was just a black-led, capable detective or a reporter who's going to investigate stuff. So let's check it out.
I used to think that when bad things happen, that it was just random chaos. That bad things happen because you bring them on yourself.
Headstone on the grave. All my life.
They found a body. Let me take it as a field reporter.
It could be nothing.
I think we both know it's not nothing.
And I don't want the world to know.
Woman's died. But right now, we can't give you any more than that. That's all we got. Thank you.
Detective Harper, is it true you knew her?
I know.
Jeez, what was with that reporter?
It's my wife.
So, you got any suspects?
Stop.
Persons of interest?
Hey, Anna, how you doing? You doing good?
Yeah, good, Jack.
Good. It's really great to see you.
The killer usually knows their victim.
You stabbed 40 times? That's premeditated. It's personal.
Yep.
One of us might know who the killer is. The killer could be in this very room.
I didn't hurt her, Anna. Do you know who did it?
I didn't do it if that's what you're asking. There are two sides to every story. Ours and theirs.
You kill her?
Yours
You really think that I could do something like that? You really think it?
That's what someone who would do it would say. Well, you really think I could do it? You think I would be capable of doing that? I don't know. It makes you
I
sound
think
pretty
an
guilty,
innocent person
man.
would say that too. Why would you think I'm a murderer if you innocent?
Just don't turn around and make Tessa Thompson the killer.
Do something like that? You really think it?
Huh?
Yeah, I said that would be an interesting twist if she comes to investigate the murder. She comes to report on the murder that she actually committed.
Yeah, who does suspect her?
Story.
Mine, his, and hers. Which means someone is always lying.
Don't put no headstone on the grave.
Coming in January.
That watch?
No, it doesn't. That's how you advertise a mystery. That's because it's a murder. Everyone who has that inner like heart wants justice to prevail. So let's get the guy who did it or girl who did it, his and hers. Yo, they could have both done it, and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna blame you for the murder. No, I'll blame you for the murder. No, I don't know." But then they were just making love in the back of a car. I don't know. I just don't want there to be a flashback going, "This is what actually happened," and it's both of them who murdered.
But you
her.
wanted to leave it open ending for us to figure out what happened.
I'll definitely let it be known who the murderer was. Just don't make it Tessa Thompson.
Don't make it
character or
Tessa
John
Thompson.
Byrne.
No, what? No, she fair game. She in the middle of it.
I don't want either of them being the
wanted to
murderer.
be Tessa Thompson.
I want their strong marriage. I want both of them to love each other at the end of this. And sorry I doubted you. Sorry I doubted you. Let's help each other because now the real murderer is coming after us since we solved it. Yeah, one of those things.
That's definitely Occam's razor. Like that's definitely the most likely outcome. But I wouldn't mind a twist where the reporter is the actual murderer. I've never seen that before. So, no, that's not true. One of the screams. I think it was Loomis's mother. She was pretending to be a reporter. It was like Scream 2 or Scream 3, one of those. She was pretending to be a reporter and she was actually Billy Loomis's mom. Stand corrected.
According to IMDb, it's 6 episodes deep. So a quick watch, that'll be on
This
Netflix.
is a television show.
Yeah, Netflix on the same day release. Yeah. I mean,
Gotcha.
on a January, it's Netflix, January 8th, everything will be released on the same day.
Nice. I thought it was a movie.
Mm-hmm. Rachel McAdams is from London, Ontario. Crazy. Wow. Yes, she is. Crazy that there's a place called London, Ontario, or just that she's also Canadian. I don't know. I loved her in True Detective. MCU crossover. This looks like a Scarlet Witch illusion. Yeah. They both did it. Boo. Hulu has better movies than Disney.
Hulu is Disney. Now, at least.
What's a Hulu movie?
A Disney Plus movie. Like they've completely integrated the shit. There's no point even going to the Hulu app anymore.
Is Tessa in Doomsday or is she 2 DEI? Is she 2 DEI?
I'll say yes. They need more Thor like adjacent characters to like promote Asgard or whatever Asgard's role is in Doomsday. I think Tessa Thompson makes the cut. I think she's actually promoted to be in the movie, isn't she? Wasn't she on one of the layouts? Maybe I'm tripping.
Oh, she could have been. Is there a reason Chill is shrinking lower and lower as the stream goes on? Sorry.
It's just a quick bit of quicksand. That's all. It'll pass.
Mike, you want to join us next week's stream? We're going to talk Black Panther Intergalactic and wrestling talk and John Cena and all that good stuff. Want to join us for the first hour? Let me know. You're talking to him. All right. Next up, after his and hers, we got to get to the Netflix Avatar. 2 Netflix shows in a row. We usually don't. The live action Avatar, the real Avatar trailer. I did not watch it. This is my reaction. That was Toph talking. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How you like the older Ong?
Uncle Iroh. Oh, Aang looks cool. He
It's
looks
only
alright.
been
He
2
does look
years.
like he's maturing. He's maturing a
Yeah.
bit.
You know, he might have to shave for this role in the next season.
Eventually, he is.
Yeah, he
But
might
they
have just had
started a little bit older. I think they started okay. They did. I think he was an adequate age. But I mean, as you can see, he is quickly progressing out of that childish like charm. Looks like a
and
young
that's
man.
just a reality of live action. There's no finger pointing or nothing. That's what happens. People
Yep.
age, and so whatever. I think I remember watching somebody make note that in the TV show when we were younger, like there was a rush because the Sozin's comet would come on this date and everything, and they timed it. So you know, here they didn't. They won't say that. They won't exactly say when the eclipse is, when the what is, when the that is. They'll just have it happen when it's time to happen. Boom. They'll yeah. So 2 years can pass. The last 2 years, maybe he's working on his water bending. So
There's
that's
so
why
much to go though. Like we have so much to go. We haven't gotten to Ba Sing Se. We haven't. There's so much to go.
How many episodes last time? 8?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, that's gonna be troublesome. He's supposed to be 12. I think he looks older than 12 here.
He does. At least in this shot. Now, that doesn't mean that every frame is going to look exactly like this. This shot looks like a 13, maybe 14-year-old.
Yeah.
It's a lot cleaner than season 1 to me.
It does. It's coming 2026.
Cue that up.
Here she is. She's got the eyes looking forward. Looks very like a tough. That's what I'm talking about.
Right away. I think she's a lot of the anticipation for what's to come in season 2. So it was smart to put her out front.
This is for Avatar fans. This isn't for the general. They're not putting Ryan Gosling type actors here. Nah, bro. They're giving us an actress I never heard of who looks like Toph, and they focused on her feet. I'm tired of feet. I'm a foot guy today. Hey.
Okay.
Yeah. Stampede all over me. Earthbenders.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Hopefully Netflix gets Harry Potter and fixes it. I think it looks good. People are just hating just to hate it. There were differences made with Sokka. There were differences made. I don't hate it for the differences. I just accept it for what this show is. And maybe if they get more episodes this season, we could do more things with it.
Are we talking about the trailer or just the show in general? I know the show got a little bit of flack last season. Sokka's character was one that was the topic of discussion. I think mostly they've kind of taken away his boyish charm. They've sped up his maturity, I think, a little bit. Like he became this war ready leader in the first season, whereas Sokka doesn't really get out of that kind of unserious position until they have some of their more harsher battles. So it would have been nice to see it happen a little bit later, him hanging on to the humor just a little bit. That's a little bit longer. But that's not a terrible thing to do with the character, making him more mature. It just gets us to certain plot points faster.
Okay. I'm Too Fly says, yo, I have no idea what he's referencing there. Probably between this and One Piece was eating. Culture Made Channel says, yeah, but she's gorgeous. Talking about the Toph. She is gorgeous. You know how I know that? Because there was a scene where Katara was talking to her. She said, I know it doesn't really matter, but for what it's worth, you are beautiful. And Toph was like, thank you. And Toph is a lie detector, right? So you know if you're lying or not. And Katara told the truth, so she's gorgeous. It was a very moving scene. It was like that one episode where Toph and Katara had a thing together.
Had a moment.
Yeah, I had a moment. That's something about this show. It's like that everyone has a moment with you. Like, even like Iroh, he's supposed to be Zuko's uncle, but every now and again he'll interact for some reason with
Katara and Zuko. Like it happens at random spots. Yeah, it has a random. It happens at random places.
Not only did they fight Azula, I think when she was looking for who killed her mom, Zuko was like, "Fine, I'll help you." Yip
Mhm.
yip, and I did a little adventure to go see. This was the third season. You guys all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, every character has a relationship with every other character. They don't all just revolve around Aang, and that's a cool thing about this show. What a great show! Can't wait for this movie either. This new movie that's coming out next year. Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to next year. Really, a lot. This year we had like a good summer where there was a lot of stuff. Like I think between April to July 25, there was a lot of things to watch.
Yeah.
And 2025 since then has been kind of less good. But anyways, Sinners is out.
Somebody go tell Warner Brothers. They seem to think that there ain't shit going on. They ain't got no motion. They're trying to sell.
Sinners is back in movie theaters. Christopher Nolan gave his approval of Sinners being worthy of getting that Oscar nomination. I saw an article from Variety where a couple of Variety writers did not put it in their top 10, which I just saw you shaking your head. And to me, I say, fine. If you don't think a movie's in your top 10, fine. But if it wasn't in your top 20, I would think something's up.
It's just interesting to me, a film that the actual community in Hollywood, so the actors, right? A film that they're trying to get more notoriety. Tom Cruise, Christopher Nolan, like they're really going to bat for this movie, trying to get it more recognition. And so then you have a publication like Variety that's supposed to be plugged into the said community, right? It's supposed to be the de facto voice of the businesses and the individuals that work within that industry. And somehow they create this list, not just Missing Sinners, but I don't think Magazine Dreams was on there. What are some other black films that we did this year?
I get your point. It was pretty Caucasian.
It was a bunch of them. And so going all the way back to when they put out that initial article during the previews week for Sinners. Oh, well, it's not tracking well. And then they had the one that's saying about the $90 million opening was well behind and all this other stuff. Really just feeling like they've been against this film from the jump. And so, it doesn't really surprise me that much when, Variety creates a list that ain't really listing. But it is something to pay attention to because it's been like that. It's been like that from the jump with them.
Actor Wendell Pierce says, "It is inconceivable that you can leave Sinners off of this list and expect to be considered objective film journalists. 40 years in this business has taught me that nothing will ever really change. The film business is more about business than film."
Long Walk wasn't on there either. I thought Long Walk was one of the better movies of the year.
But that's like the thing. Like everyone has different tastes. I'm sure there's stuff in there maybe that you haven't even seen that is good.
Sure. I think Sinners was one that was culturally relevant enough to the film industry that it should have been on there.
Well,
right, regardless of how you felt about the film, you got to mention it.
Culturally relevant to who? If it's not your culture and you're
to the mass, I think there was
article,
enough mass appeal for that movie for it to at least be on the list. I'm not talking about where, but like
this is Peter
has to make
and Owen. This list belongs to Peter Dubruge and Owen Gleiberman. And if they don't want to have it in their top 10 because they thought Dreams was better or some of these other movies, Solomon's Story. I never seen this movie, but I don't know. If this is, maybe this is like the cover. See, you can't say I'm racist. Number 2. See, Solomon's Story.
I'm not even specifically saying it's a race thing. I'm just saying I felt like Sinners garnered enough attention this year to be sitting up here with some of these movies.
28 years later.
Are you fucking kidding? Are you see now they're about to piss me off. When it was a bunch of fucking smaller films that I've never heard of before, I was letting it go. But 28 years later is on there and Sinners is not. Are you out of your mind?
Marty Supreme comes out on Christmas Day, so it shouldn't be on this list. It's not even out yet.
What are we talking about, Chill? They're putting out movies that haven't even come out. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, maybe he got a chance to see it. He got a chance. That's
the President's Cake. Is that the No, I don't think so.
That's not the one
I
about
don't think
Hindra Job, no. Steve. What a great title, Steve. Steve Jobs? I don't know.
Awful slot. Everyone wants treasure sneaks in there. Never heard of this film.
Yeah. Anyway, that's his top 10. And the other guy's top 10 got one battle after another. Marty Supreme, another. Vote of confidence for your boy. How you mispronounce it? Shimalamine?
Chalamet.
There you go.
Timothée Chalamet.
He did a podcast with Cody Rhodes this week. It was great. Like, he actually knows a lot about wrestling. You'd be surprised how much of a fan he is. Cool. Sentimental value. This movie, Buganla.
I want to see that movie, actually. They kidnap her. They think she's an alien trying to take over the Earth.
Oh, Mission Impossible makes his
Mission
list.
Impossible, Final Rec. I like his list a lot more than I like the other guy's list, even though he still has a movie that hasn't come out yet on it.
You got Lurker, you got Weapons, which is in the list. And
Weapons.
people like Weapons.
Weapons was very good.
I never heard of Black Bag or Nouvelle Vague. But anyways, man, having a list that doesn't have Sinners is not a sin.
Oh, it's a sin.
But Sinners is back in IMAX theaters if you're in one of those towns that has it. So check it out and give it a shot for 7 days and let them say, you see, Sinners is a factor, you know, for your consideration, and give Coogler that Oscar. Sinners was better? Did you see both movies? Marcus?
Say what?
Did you think Sinners was better than 28 Years Later?
Facts. Yes, absolutely. I don't think 28 Years Later was a good movie.
My 60-year-old dad walked out of Sinners, doesn't appreciate black trauma in movies, and I kind of agree with him.
I feel that. The sentiment that I gave in our review. I still think it was a movie worth noting in anybody's top 10 list. But criticism taken for sure, and agreed.
What's our non-black trauma like? You know what I mean? Because I get on it, Welcome to Derry. I get on these things, but what's not trauma? Lanterns shouldn't be trauma. Aaron Pierre starring in Lanterns. I don't expect any trauma there.
Cross?
I don't think there's trauma in. It's not themes. It's not the main. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's still a police chief. Like, there's still
and his wife obviously gets murdered in the beginning of it, but like it wasn't random gang violence or no shit like that. It was like he's an involved detective. Somebody was trying to get after him.
I give it my thumbs up. Cross Paradise, and what else? I mean, the Netflix trailer we just saw, His and Hers with Tessa. I think that's fine. That's safe. Children of Blood and Bone coming out like 13 months from now. That should be good. No, the Ianu TV show is cool without any trauma. This is happening in an ancient African place. We're good on any of that. How was Bel Air? Was that okay?
I felt like with Bel Air, I've talked about this before. I think they found a way to take negative tropes and find a positive through line. Like things that would normally be just run-of-the-mill black tropes. They found a way to show how a healthier version of that looks without over-explaining, I guess. Different type of parental dynamics. Ain't nobody pregnant. That's good, you know. In terms of the violence, minimal, really. I mean, they talk about it a lot. They talk about its existence and its present danger to the kids, but it's not shown on screen overtly all the time. Like it's not really part of the show. So yeah, I'd say LA is pretty positive. What's over last season?
Yeah. I saw a clip of the ending with Will Smith, and I said it's not Snowfall. I have to disagree to a degree. Django's one of my favorite films. You don't have to disagree to a degree because I'm not complaining. Your favorite movie is Remember the Titans, and that's full of racial oppression and themes of trauma. And I'm not complaining that the movies aren't good or Sinners isn't good because of those themes. I'm just saying that I don't want to have to consistently see these things. Django Unchained is an amazing movie. It's not what I'm looking for in my entertainment anymore. I'm really
I was gonna say
over
also
that.
I watched Remember the Titans in like the year 2000, as opposed to seeing all the other variations of Remember the Titans or some other racist shit, and then getting to Django. It's like, okay, I've had my fill. I think I've had my fill.
That's it. I've had my fill. So we're not saying that these aren't bad shows. So if you think of Snowfall, great acting, great,
Love
power. Yeah, these are great things. These are Medea and all that stuff. Very funny. I'm just the themes I don't want to see anymore. And I'm over it. That's all. And I think that I also think, or I know that such a huge presence of these depictions has an effect of creating what's a standard. Well, I was gonna say what's normal. This is now being creating a standard of what it is, what it means to the black. This is what the black identity is. It's you're poor, or sometimes we'll go back in time and we'll show that you're a less than human being. We'll show that you are arrested for you're a victim of the police. You're a victim. You're not a aspirational, you know what I mean, go-getter type of like. It's too much of that, and more. I need more of Damascus on Tubi. We're just a normal, regular old guy.
Damascus
Takes place in the near future. It's just he goes through problems, and we watch him. I want to see.
Culture Mate, just to address the comparison to Chris Evans and the type of movies he made. I don't think it's not a think. It doesn't carry the same connotation or impact, right? When white people can, or just in mass media in general, you can tell stories of addiction. You can tell stories of crime. You can tell stories of murder and all these deep, dirty kind of concepts, like these amoral concepts, and it not indict the entire community. So when Chris Evans goes out there and he's a womanizer, or he's a scammer, or he's a criminal, that doesn't represent all white men, right? If Hillary Swank goes out there and she's any one of those things, she's not representative of the entire white community. America likes to make our mass media versions, which they control, the example for us as a whole. And so that's why it's so much more impactful, especially when you have one of the chosen few directors that actually breaks through and is able to obtain mass media status. And that's what they choose to use it with. That's what they choose to put out there, is something that would have already been up there even if you weren't in the room. They were already going to make Medea 4. They just wanted to know whether or not you were going to do it.
Cap said, F the world for his best friend who was a murderer, and Cap is the representation of America, Marcus.
I don't know how else to explain it. Captain America is white. They can have bad people and it not be an indictment on white people.
Yeah, the whataboutism for a white guy. A white guy has no place in the conversation of black representation.
No, he's saying comparatively, we allow white creators and actors to get away with things we hold black creators to account for, but they're black creators. That's why we're trying to hold them accountable, because they all we got.
All right. Yeah, there it is. They're all we got, but it's all we get too. It's all we like. There's way too much of the trauma stuff comparatively to like a white guy. If you watch a white guy in a movie who's like in the lead of, it's like
they could be everything. They can be the hero, the villain, the love interest. They could be everything. Like we are, at least right now, decidedly stuck in between criminals and eternally damned. We either have deep family traumas that we can't escape and that continuously repeat, and that's the theme, or we have, I have no choice. I got to go ahead and veer into criminality, or some other version of a lower version of myself. You know what I mean? I have to.
It's so hard to find shows where it's not you're lesser than because of your skin. That we stopped at 4. We got the his and hers. we did Damascus, we did Paradise, and we did Cross. And then we were like, oh, what else is there? That's how hard it is. That's how scarce these are. So
Hey,
proof
Culture
to
Man
you.
got beef with Captain America for real. He has real beef with Captain America. He said that's why I said fuck Cap, because he turned on his traumatized brother Tony Stark. I mean, I hear you. It's just it rings hollow because the idea of them having dual representation is not unheard of. It is completely unheard of for us. You got Black Panther versus the Field in that regard. The fact that you were able to
they've had black superheroes from Marvel who were not black, like Ironheart. Ironheart was great.
Spectrum. I'm talking about the whole spectrum.
Wait.
No, my bad. I stepped on it. My bad.
All right, yeah. See, I was gonna talk about Ironheart, bro. She led, and when she got powers, she couldn't wait to rob poor people. She couldn't wait to take advantage. That's Ironheart, bro. So yes, even in the superhero field, you can see that.
Jay, you two, are y'all really not understanding what I'm saying here? Like, do you not? Yes.
For every Punisher, for every one
there's
Punisher,
like 10 Peter Parkers. Like, what are we saying here? If we have a group of 5 and all 5 of them are criminals, you're going to consider that group to be criminal. Now, if you got a group of 20 and then 5 of them are criminals, can you say the whole group is criminals? It's the balance, folks. It's the balance. There aren't that many of us, and we're all roped up in some type of fucking slave drama or prison movie or drug dealing. That's all we get. Come on, man.
And that's why Chillmonger's comic book will have 0 themes of that and just uplifting great characters who just happen to have skin colors which vary in darkness. That's all. That's all.
I hear the next time I see some overly dramatic stuff within the caucus community, I will call it out. I promise. I promise.
You don't need to. Don't need to.
No, I will. No. They can't be over there over dramatizing themselves too, because that leads to stuff.
When is the trauma or the themes of it due to their skin? When are they lesser than because their skin color happens to be that light? That doesn't happen.
Yeah, no. I mean, you got me there.
Even the inspirational black stories, it's like this was the first guy to do this achievement, to be an astronaut, to sports, the first black guy to do this, the first writer, the first. What was the debate ones? The debaters, the great debaters,
great debaters. Yeah,
like the first time that ever. Like, damn, the whole movie I'm watching someone have to struggle and be treated less than because of his skin color. I don't care that the third act is like a victorious one. It's just I just embrace an hour and 45 minutes of treating someone trash because their skin happens to be darker. That's not okay with me. Even if the moral of the story is you can persevere. Chill's comic book is coming out when FDMG arrives. Oh, thank you for that comment. So there's no rush on this at all. Getting it right and also releasing it at a point where I can also say, yo, issue 2 is coming out. Hey, yo, by the way, issue 3 is coming out. So I'm not Kickstartering this. This comic book is something I need to take seriously, and the release needs to be serious too. When I come out with issue 1, I can't say, thanks, guys. Working on issue 2 and take like 7 months for that. So what I'm not going to do is release them years apart. You know what I mean? So thank you for being interested. And I hope you become a customer when it does come out. But there's a reason why my comic has not come out yet. And I never, ever told you that the comic book would come out on a certain date. I always actually told you guys that I don't have a plan to put out the comic book this year or the year after that. That's what I said when I said I was going to make a comic book. I always told you guys it's years out. And we're going to get it right. So, but thank you. Thank you for asking, Jay the Informant.
We got one more super before we wrap it up.
I'm too fly. $10. Welcome to Dairy is a great show. Pause right there. I'm sure it is. I'm not denying that.
Read it before you respond to it. Read it first.
No, it just so happens to take place in a time where I saw in the trailer Black girl was walking on the street, and they looked at her like she was lesser
Read
than.
his
And that's the-
chat.
Welcome to Derry is a great show with great black talent. Yes. The last episode, we saw a lynch mob murder dozens of innocent black folks.
Yep.
I'm
Which
just
I
exhausted.
hated every bit of it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just exhausted by the racial suffering in every story we're in.
Facts. It was unneeded. It wasn't based on some historical event. I'm listening to Muschietti explain it in like the episode recap, and I'm waiting for him to tell me why it needed to be in there.
Because people
And
don't know this happened.
Yeah, no, it's not anything that happened. And then it also creates a conflict for the story, because you're telling me that this lynch mob walked onto the military base and killed officers, and there's nothing, like, even if they don't take the official story to the news, do you think the United States military is going to let you walk on their premises and murder their men? Even if they're black, they still belong to the United States military. Right? If it's nothing other than, hey, you damaged my property, they're not just about to let you walk up on there and murder folks on their ground, on their facility. So the fact that we just moved on and went back to trying to get Pennywise after that pissed me off. And it didn't really need to be in the show.
Hey, I'm too fly. I think you're on our side here. I think we planted the flag, and I think you're on it. It's a tribe of 3 so far. Well, it's us
Yeah,
against the
I've
chat.
been learning certain things about my boy. Well, not my boy anymore, but what's his name? Stephen King. And he has a certain tilt. He has a certain tilt. So I'm not surprised that was in his book. Yeah, definitely not surprised.
Take it out the book. No, but whatever. It could still be a good show. You could still have a powerful message or whatever Muschietti wants to say. It was necessary because we got to show that we can't just go in the past anymore and not address these things. All these other movies do it, and I want to show racism exists because racism is real. And sure, I don't want to have to consume that all the freaking time. It's the balance. It's these patterns. It's the continual representation. I don't know. It's too many big words, and it's late. Just I don't want to keep seeing it. I'm good on that, and it's laying its mark. It's doing its damage.
Holy shit! What? Man, what did I just say about that man? What did I just say about him? No wonder I've never read the damn books. Jesus. I guess we can take out the well, never mind. I'm not gonna compare the two. Let's have a good night. Let's get out of here.
Were you about to say Children of Blood and Bone is a bad title?
No, I was about to compare what they allowed and what they showed on TV, but
I thought you were gonna go back to something we said like a couple months ago, where I was like, you should take out Children of Blood and Bone and just use Children of Vengeance and Virtue, Changes of Anarchy, and Anguish and Anarchy.
No. Children of the Blood and Bone needs to stay, but I get where you're going there. No, it needs to stay. I love that title, and it inspires the children of the blood and bone. It's strong.
All right. Hey, I'm good with any of the other, but that's a closed topic. I'm sorry to reopen it. It sounded like that's what you were about to, and then you changed your mind. Let's call it. No, let's not do that. We're gonna call it a stream here. It's midnight. Appreciate you on behalf of the Darius channel, Planet Fanatics, on behalf of Marcus 2 Raw, Wolverines, OHI. No.
Yeah, we're going through it at the moment. You don't have to mention Michigan. It's okay.
We don't have to mention Michigan. It's okay.
It's okay.
You know, I never asked you what you're wearing. You got like a blue Santa Claus, but it's Star Wars. That's cool.
Yep. Little Vader and some troopers.
All right. Oh, we'll see what you got next week. Next time we talk, John Cena will be a retired wrestler, and I can't wait to converse about that because, damn, I was there for the beginning. I saw every major moment, every feud, every program. And he's calling it. It hurts. It hurts to say goodbye.
The Rock is my guy. He's still technically wrestling, so I don't have this. Don't have the same nostalgia, but I'll like to see it though. I will be viewing.
That's that. I'm chill. Next time I talk to you, don't know when. I really don't know when. I might do something on Saturday night. Depends what happens on Saturday night at that pay-per-view, at the premium live event. I mean, so yeah, like look forward to that. Let's go, man. Chill out. Thank you, Marcus. Let's
Josh.
Let's get to Josh.
Hey, I've been watching y'all every single time on Thursday and Friday because I swear to God, y'all switch up every now and then. But rock out. I'm fucking with it. I'm out.
Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate it.
All right, dog.